Beers on the table.
That's right. It's Beers
With the
on the
stories
Table.
beyond the story.
I already heard this guy.
Welcome to Beers on the Table with Drew and KB.
We already heard Big Voice Guy once. I just wanted to hear the crunchy beers on the table. Oh, now we segue into Center Field by John Fogerty.
There we go. Wow. I don't know. There's just a lot going on.
Played more than the national anthem at ballparks.
No
this
doubt.
song. We love it.
I can't stand. I don't. I can't.
I loved it the first million times I heard it.
Right.
Beers on the Table is our extended podcast, like hour of the program. We have an extended interview, and as it happens, our friend Tim Dillard knows his way around a beer. I seem to remember the very pale ale, the bearded stirrup double IPA, and the Captain Cliche IPA. Any other beer brands, Dilly, that you got going?
Not just Miller Lite. Like I'll drink some of that every once in a while. So I don't. Does that count? Is that what you're talking
That
about?
counts. That
Oh,
counts.
okay.
When people ask me my favorite beer, I'm a High Life man, but I actually the joke is my favorites are Free and Free Light, whichever one you want to give
Ooh.
me.
Yeah, free 99. You know, actually, one of my favorite beers right now. They just ran out at Broken Bat Brewery. It's called the Benny. They take it. It's a Mexican lager, and they age it in tequila barrels and add some salt to it. It is gorgeous. That's the only way to describe it.
That sounds delicious. You know what else is gorgeous? The way these Brewers have been playing all year. Billy, last night, like this series last night was like, if you wanted to put a time capsule together and say, this is what the Brewers are like, this is what watching the Brewers is like in 2025. Last night was a pretty good submission.
That is pretty good. Quinn Priester. I mean, that guy is amazing. And, they saw the potential and they go get a guy, but I don't think they knew he'd win. He's part of the last 19 wins in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
Consecutive somethings, however you do it. It's just amazing. And if you want to have elite seasons, like a club, if a team, a franchise wants to have like a big break, awesome season, you have to have breakout characters. You have to have guys have career years. And right now they have 5-7 dudes having career years. Like that's how you win ball games.
Yeah, but some of those dudes don't really have much of a career to draw on. They got two guys in the Rookie of the Year race, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Durbin's really put himself on the map probably in just the last homestands really coming together because he's starting to play more, not doing the platooning thing like he was. And of course, Isaac Collins. And Collins has seen less action because of how well Perkins has been doing. He's been hitting it at the plate and obviously taking runs off the board in center field. So I don't know. I think both guys have a real shot there at the end.
We were talking yesterday, Tim. One of the things we were saying is that a lot of people are nervous about this postseason, given recent history for the Brewers in the playoffs and going back to the pain of 2018. So I was asking, like, other than just getting eliminated and losing in the playoffs and running into a stretch of bad luck, what are your concerns? And I found that exercise for some was therapeutic because you realize that this is a really good team and they don't have that many major concerns. Moving forward in this last week and beyond that, what would you say are your top 3 or 4 things that you would be concerned about? That it's not even a panic area, but something that, could be a bump in the road.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I can't even think of 3 or 4. if I could think of one, it would probably just Trevor McGill being on the injured list. That right there would probably be the only one. Just because of how elite he's been all season long, and everybody wants bullpen players healthy going into the playoffs. But rather than that, I mean, go back to the trade deadline. Everybody's like, go get this guy, go do this, go do this. Yeah. Everybody, they didn't have to do anything. They'd already made good moves. They picked up Priester, they picked up Quintana, they picked up Andrew Vaughn. So like everything that they needed was there. So I don't really have any concerns. This is how you win ball games. You put together a team like this, and I think honestly they're built for longer series. It's tough to win a wild card. Like you have an off game, like that could cost you it all. But 5-game series, 7-game series, I think this team's built for that stuff.
We're just not. Brewers fans are not used to being in this position. I think that's the problem. And no, I am dead serious. I don't mean it disrespectfully. And I've had people say, they give us they're going to lose, and I go, look at the numbers. They are the best team in baseball. And they'll look at me cockeyed, and it's like, no, look. Like the run differential is like out of this park ahead of everybody. Everything they're doing They're at the top of every team stat category. It's like, hey, this is a good team. This is a good team, and I'm loving every minute of it.
I mean, 35 games over 500. That's the biggest over 500 they've ever been in the franchise history. So you have to start saying this could be the best team in franchise history, only because they've continued to break so many records. Now, I get why everybody is like, oh, playoffs, who knows? These guys, especially the young ones, this is all they know is winning. This is all they know. They've all bought into it. This is the way we're going to play. And that, can they play the same way once the playoffs hit? I don't see why not. Honestly, I feel like they've been playing in a playoff atmosphere for about the last 2 months. That's what it's felt like every single time at American Family Field. So if they get home field advantage, I mean, I think it's going to be a huge advantage.
And there's something about this team, the personality of these guys. When you look at the 82 team, you know, they were our guys, right? And that's why they were so beloved, you know, but you look at these guys and they're young, they're scrappy. They fit the personality of Milwaukeeans. You know, you work hard, you don't get up, you don't give up. And in the case of Sal Frelick, a lot of times you go to work with a dirty shirt.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that guy's like the dirtiest car in the parking lot. Yeah, that's what it's relatable. They didn't have to go spend, $300 million to, pick up the best and biggest names to win. I think everybody loves that kind of story. I don't know if Disney's going to get involved and start making, a film about this team, but they're proving that you can win with good players playing the right way. And you start looking at the highest payrolls. I was looking through it. I think 3 of the top 5 highest payrolls are going to be in the wild card. Like that's what all those hundreds of millions of dollars got you. So, sometimes you got to take a chance on a player that's good, that can figure it out. And there were some growing pains early on, like who's going to play here, who's going to do this. So there's patience on the coach's side and the front office. At the same time, allowing these guys to be able to become as good as they are. That says a lot about the players. Opportunity. And everybody loves opportunity. That's why I think it's really easy to get behind this team.
My favorite money stat of all time was in 2018 when they beat the Cubs and 163. The Cubs pitching payroll, only pitchers, was greater than the Brewers total team payroll.
That's well, you don't win it at the bank. You don't win it in the first and 15th. You win it on the field. Tim Dillard is our guest for Beers on the Table today. Drew and KB. All right, Dilly, you mentioned playing the game the right way, and that's what we've been hearing. And a lot of the younger guys, that's the way they've been brought up. They've been into this culture, right? And they've absorbed this culture, and it comes from Murph and it comes from Yelly. Christian Yelich at his locker last night addressed something that Dilly, you and I have talked about. Let's take a listen to what Christian had to say. Hit it, Hunter.
There definitely was growing pains at the beginning, but as a team, like, we all know that the stuff that's harped on and demanded and practiced, and it's all for the good of the team and to win games. And nobody got their feelings hurt and was upset about any of that. And I'm not really able to articulate it properly right now, but it's hard. You don't see that all the time because it's not really like that in the game all the time, where you have stuff like that go on and it's immediately corrected. And, it's just a credit to the people in person. And the young players have been phenomenal this year at just doing their jobs, and they kind of feel like they've been here for longer than just a year.
That's Christian Yelich. We've talked about this in the past, Dilly. You mentioned it earlier, playing the right way, which is what the Brewers do. And I think the last time we had the conversation about this was when Andrew Vaughn came over. He's playing for the White Sox, and they were terrible, and it was bad atmosphere, no crowd. And it's not that guys on bad teams don't try, but they don't try necessarily in the right way. Like if there's a guy on second and nobody out, if you're on a bad team, you might say, well, I'm going to hit one off the wall and drive this guy in, rather than I'm going to get him over to third and then somebody else can hit a sac fly and we'll get a run this inning. It's just that little twist of you're trying, but in the Brewers case, it seems like everybody's always trying for the greater good, right? And that's something that's hard to quantify and explain. And Christian did a pretty good job of it there. But from Christian Yelich setting that tone all the way down to whoever comes up for, a day or two and then has to go back to Nashville, that permeates this team.
Yeah. The greater good. Well, and I think what Christian's alluding to is that most teams have a lot of bad eggs. They don't care. And, losing cultures, you're right. If there's a man on second, less than 2 outs, like leadoff double, like why would I hit behind the runner? What do I get out of that? To be able to play selfless baseball. That's baseball, though. That's the way you would teach your kids growing up. I was at my 10-year-old's practice last night. I missed a few of the innings at the beginning. Had to go back and watch. No, I didn't. I did the condensed game. But that's the same thing. That's what you're doing. You're teaching them this is how you're supposed to play. And if no one teaches this generation coming up, then it's going to look a lot like it has the last 10 or 15 years. No, be selfish. Swing for the fence. We don't care if you strike out. Like all of those things are just selfish baseball. If you want to win games, get guys on third base less than 2 outs and then get them in. You mentioned Andrew Vaughn. He's got 4 sac flies with the Brewers, only had 1 with the White Sox. Of course, there's more opportunity in that, but because more people have been on base since he's been a Brewer, I'm sure. But here's what it comes down to, knowing the situation. And the Brewers know this. And maybe there's times early on in the season, I don't want to call people out, but there were some times where they had those guys on base to get them in and didn't. Just because instead of, hitting a ball to the opposite field, they ground out to third base so that guy at second doesn't go to third. It seems like a small thing, but nothing's falling through the cracks when it comes to these coaches. There's too many eyes. There's too many guys that want to do it the right way. And it starts at the top. You see Christian Yelich doing it, then if you are a guy that's a rookie, then you better be doing it too. It's not like Christian's off doing his own thing and then you're supposed to be this kind of player. No, he's involved in it. So your franchise player is saying, we got to play like this. I'm going to play like this. That's what a leader does. So it's easy to be a young guy in this clubhouse because you're expected to play the game the way the Brewers are expected to play and how they've won. And little numbers like sac flies, hit by pitches, sack bunts, staying away from the double play, even though they've ground into a lot of double plays since the All-Star break. But all that stuff is better than this team was last year. It seems like a small margin, but that's the stuff that adds up to really big seasons.
Well, the position we've taken here is that even though there are big names on the team, there aren't really any stars because the team is the star, and that's how they're playing.
I mean, you can. I mean, look at the All-Star game. Take some pitchers, but no position players. So how do you have the biggest run differential? How do you have the most wins in baseball? None of your position players are all-stars. Like, it seems absurd. It just means that everyone is really good. Mm-hmm. You can play defense and play defense elite. You can put the ball in play at a very high elite level, and you're fast because the balls are putting in play. If you're all a bunch of DHs and first basemen and right fielders and all you're doing is putting it on the ground, you're going to be out a lot. So these guys, they're fast, they're good at defense, they're putting the ball in play. And that is a really good formula.
That's why I thought last night was just so it's just a microcosm of the season because Blake Perkins makes a great running catch to squelch a rally and to save some runs, which the Brewers do often. And then within 30 seconds, it's like they got a guy on second, lead off double, walk, double, and then it's like, boom, then they're ahead. And it was in real time. It was about 5 minutes that they went from, oh my God, this guy's hit one in the gap. We're going to be down 2 runs to, hey, we're up 2 runs. Hey, we're up 4. Like, it flipped that quick, and every advantage that they can take, they take because they're playing the right way with speed and ability too.
Well, for sure. But it's also coming down to like some hunches like, hey, we got to play Perkins in center field. Not that Churio is a bad outfielder. It's just that Perkins is that good in center field. So, but Churio has to bat. Your leading extra base hit leader has to hit. So he goes over to left. And so Collins, who's been one of their best players all season long, has to, and he defensively is really good, doesn't get as much playing time. And I think that's another thing Yelich was probably alluding to in that clip is, hey, everyone's got to play a role in that particular situation, and each game is going to be a little bit different. And we've seen the lineup change over in the 5th inning, the 4th inning, even the 7th inning. If they got to pinch hit a guy in the situation, they're going to play that hunch. Because honestly, I don't think Churio catches that ball if he's playing center field. I don't think many center fielders in baseball catch that ball.
Yeah.
That saved 2 runs. And I mean, you can just tell. I walked in the house. I was bringing my 10-year-old home from the ball game or from practice. And, first thing my wife says is, Perkins just made an unbelievable catch. Not like how was practice or get this kid in the shower, just you missed this catch. And they were showing the replay as I was walking. It was remarkable. Like, those are moments that don't start on the field. They start in putting the lineup together. And putting the lineup together in such a way where there's other guys that don't feel, hey, we're not trying to offend you. We're putting the best numbers, the team out there right now for the situation. And that could change in the 3rd inning, could change in the 7th inning. So you got to be ready. So you don't have a bunch of dudes moping around with hurt feelings. You have a bunch of people pulling together, and plays like that just kind of solidify, hey, we have to lean into that hunch sometimes.
To your point, Yelich, if he wanted to, he's got the gravitas, he's got the resume, he's got the contract to say, I want to play left field. I don't want to DH.
Yeah.
DHs. And he adjusted to it, and he's become pretty damn good at it, based on the numbers. And now Rhys Hoskins comes back, and you would think like, hey, I'm back from injury. I was starting before. Why am I not getting any juice here? And it's because of where they are and what's been happening.
Going with the hot hand.
And he's rolling with it. And he's a class guy too.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, to your point, Tim, it's the whole organization, player procurement. They factor in personalities and team chemistry, and they do their research on guys before they bring them in. Right. And Andrew Vaughn had a connection to Jason Lane, and Jason Lane probably said, I've known this kid his whole life. He's a good one. And okay, let's go. I'm sure they did the same thing. They asked around about Danny Jansen, and Danny Jansen, everybody who was asked said, oh, great teammate, great dude. You want him? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't want anybody. They didn't want to bring anybody in that's going to disrupt the clubhouse. That's a big deal. And you're right. To your point with Yelich, I mean, he could play left field. He's not, he's gotten better over the years. And he easily could do that. But instead, he's like, for the team, I'm going to make the team better by being DH and figuring out DH. And he figured out mid-May, whatever his routine was, he totally locked in, and he's been great ever since. So yeah, there's a little bit of give and take that every team has to go through, and players have to go through. It's not easy. It's not easy to be a guy that, you're everything that you're geared toward is to play a certain way or do a certain thing. And then the coach comes up to you and goes, no, we don't need that right now. Like, that's a hard thing for a player to go through. I promise, because I went through it a lot. They were like, hey, we don't need you right now in the big leagues. We need you to go to AAA, or, hey, we don't need you right now. You're released. You hear stuff like that. It kind of deters you from, trying your best. But if you get the right people, whatever the adversity looks like, whether it's, something they have to, change a position, or they have to figure out something else, or maybe it's just they have to sit on the bench. But the guys on the bench, you mentioned Rhys Hoskins, these guys are pushing those dudes on the field in a good way. You think Andrew Vaughn's going to be like, scared? Like, he's not playing scared. He's like, man, I'm going to give it all I have, because I got a dude behind me that's going to absolutely take my spot as soon as I let up. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as you come in one day and you go, I'm going to mail today in, you're not going to do it. You won't get past, the 3rd inning. You'll just be out of the ball game.
I mean, think of the problems that Murph has when you get late in the game and, who do I put in? Do I put in Vaughn or Perkins or Montecchio or Hoskins? My God, that bench is a murderer's row half the time. The other thing I love about it is that waiting for the lineup to come out is always a surprise, because he moves guys around, and it's not always, it hasn't always been locked. It's like, ooh, who's leading off tonight? Who's batting cleanup? That's an element of fun.
Like Terang's now batting 7th. He's almost at 300.
What? And it seems like Murph sets the lineup based on, okay, who's hot, who's not, but
who's pitching,
who's hot, who's not, who's pitching, but who works well together. Who should be next to each other in the order based on how they're playing. And that's a little bit different.
No, I think you're right. And I'm going to be honest. Like, I always felt comfort in, you have those players that are just, they're Sharpie guys. I have a Sharpie right here. Just Sharpie guys. It doesn't even matter the day the manager shows up, he pulls out the lineup card, starts Sharpieing those names in the spots. Like, that's cool. Here's your leadoff guy. Here's your cleanup hitter, here's the guy that's batting 9, whatever. Like, you Sharpie them all in there. what Murph has done is he gets together and probably tries to figure out, okay, who's number one, who's healthy, right? You just kind of work from that way. Who's healthy, who needs to be out there, who needs a day. And then you're going, okay, well, who are we facing? Who's been doing good lately? Who's going to bat the best here? And then you start going, all right, lefties and righties, because you don't want them to be able to clump some guy, that's a sidearm righty or a hard throwing lefty to just mow through the guy. And what it means is they're putting effort into every single lineup. They're not just grabbing the Sharpie and going, here it is, here it is. That'd be nice to have 9 dudes that are elite at their position and where they hit, and they all do their job, and you have the best team ever and you win 162 games. But grow up, Peter Pan, Count Chocula. It's not going to happen that way. So what do? You have to have a little bit of feel, and I feel like that's what Murph does. He puts together a lineup for a reason, with the best knowledge that he has, and you know what? It's worked.
And no one complains about where they are when the lineup gets posted. They're just happy to be in it. They're just happy to be in it and playing. Talking to Tim Dillard here from FanDuel Sports Wisconsin, our pal. Beers on the table. All right, Dilly, this one is for me, but vicariously through our audience. But when I see you working the game for FanDuel Sports, and let's say you're out at Nelly's Corner, and you're out there with Craig Kashan or with Steven Watson, and you're going to be doing the post-game show, I want to know what the charting is that you're doing, because I've looked over your shoulder and seen you write and stuff. And I want to know what your charting system is, because I haven't been able to figure it out. I've been in press boxes my entire life, wondering what guys keep track of. Now, I used to chart pitches back in the prehistoric days before the internet had a little thing that would track every pitch for you. And I would track and I would chart the game myself just so I knew, I had an idea of how guys were being pitched, and it helped me write stories. What are you keeping track of during a game? What does Tim Dillard watch when he's working a game?
Yeah. Usually I'm out in the crowd eating brats and things like that, so I don't get to see a lot of the game. No. I play catch up. I play catch. I put ketchup on the. No. So really, so I was a starter for a long time in the minor leagues, and this is back when you would sit in the stands and chart games. And the reason they had pitchers charting other pitchers was to kind of show the even flows of a ball game, to show what pitches work against the lineup that maybe you're going to face the next day, to show where pitchers have success and where they don't. And, it's a pretty typical, that you would do a scorecard. It's that on steroids, which I probably shouldn't say, but it was like, it kept up with everything. If a guy picked over to first or picked over to second, you would put that in there. Outs on 3 pitches or fewer. Did the guy swing first pitch? Was it a first pitch strike? What was a first pitch strike? What's he doing with his off speed? And so when I became a broadcaster, I didn't have time to be able to look on that big old long sheet to see all the notes that I made. I had to kind of cut through the noise in that way. So my sheet, let me see what I got here. Here's Jose Quintana from game 150. So I write down on this side is the pitching. So I got first, second, third. I'm writing the innings, and I'm writing, who he's facing and what they did, of course. But then I'm also looking at outs on 3 pitches or fewer, sinker in. That's how we got Nootbaar out to lead off the game. And I keep track of pitches per inning. And then on the back, I got what they're doing against Miles Michaelis, what the lineup is, what they're doing. And I really want to know where the pitches are. I want to know what Sal Frelick is hitting well, what he's not. Because I can look through some games, and I can see that, Jackson Churrios got out on cutters and sliders away. And I can see every at bat. 0 for 4, everything was away, sliders and cutters. And then you can pull up another game where everything he hit was like sinkers and 4-seamers in. And and you can see that there was something different there. I don't know. I need it to be accessible, because if I'm on TV, I have to be able to look down and see it. So I write it really big with my markers. I got a yellow highlighter. I got a green highlighter, a pink one. I don't like to be real technical. If you've seen me at Nelly's Corner, if you sneak up behind me in the press box, like you're talking about, like it's just a piece of paper. Like I don't want a whole computer, and I don't need a whole notebook. I need my paper that I can look at, because I've been keeping notes on what's going on, just like I would if I was facing this lineup or if I was facing this pitcher, and what works and what doesn't.
You have your own system. I love that. I was doing that prehistorically, and I remember one game, and I think you might have been involved in this game, but I was doing sidelines, and Casey McGee got a walk-off hit on a high fastball. And in his previous 3 at-bats, he had swung at and missed 8 high fastballs up. And I'm like, well, what did you like about that one that you were able to hit it when you missed the other ones, all three? And he just looked at me like, thanks for bringing that up. He's like, I was awful early, and that one I just happened to see better. But it was like that sparked my brain was working that way. So I know what you're doing. I just couldn't figure out your hieroglyphics in your system. So thank you for clearing that up.
Well, they definitely hieroglyphics. There was let me see, I can do this, for instance, like Yelich. This was the game St. Louis, the last time Quinn Priester threw, when he threw against St. Louis. And so Yelich is in the seventh. It was his fourth at bat, hit a home run to, where did I write? Maybe I didn't write it down. I think it was dead central, right? 432 feet.
Sounds about right, yeah.
So if you go back and look at the previous three at bats, they were all ground balls, and it was fastball in, fastball up, sinker in. So that shows that he's probably thinking along too, because here comes a reliever, and what's he do? He throws fastball up and in, because the other pitchers had success on that pitch. Well, finally, Yelich goes up there going, you know what? I'm probably going to see a fastball up and in, and he finally got one. He was ready for it, and he absolutely destroyed it. So it's stuff like that I want to see. If I'm not keeping the notes the way I want to keep them, I would miss that. But if I was a pitcher coming into the ball game, I would totally be like, oh, fastball up and in works all game. Well, I'll try it.
Here it comes.
And then what happens? What happens? It
there
fails.
You go. That's the game within the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dilly, another one for you. It was announced yesterday that Clayton Kershaw will be retiring at the end of the season after a glorious career. And I looked it up out of curiosity, and he made his major league debut on May 25th, 2008, exactly 2 days after Tim Dillard made his major league debut against the Washington Nationals. You beat him to the big leagues by 2 days, and he's hanging him up after this year. He's a contemporary of yours in every way. What is your take on Clayton Kershaw? Is he the best pitcher of your generation, of your span here in the game?
I mean, you start looking at it. I know MLB's been putting out some really good little tweets and stuff like that, talking about Clayton Kershaw. When you start looking at the numbers and everything, you got to say he's the best or one of the best. And the reason is because longevity. I got to the big leagues 2 days before him, but he lasted 18 years after me. So kind of a big deal. You look at the innings, you look at the strikeouts, the ERA, and the fact that he was able to do it in one jersey for one team. That right there is amazing. Because then you start putting it in with like a Cal Ripken. Like, Pete Cal Ripken played all the days in a row, but he played for the Orioles every single day at shortstop. And that's a demanding position. And if you're not good at it, they get rid of you. Like, same with pitching. If you're not good, they get rid of you. Like, that's just, so for him to stay with one team and be that good is absolutely incredible. It's just, it's going to be studied. Guys like him are studied nowadays. Well, how does he stay healthy? How did he stay healthy? He did get injured at times, but how did he bounce back? How did he keep doing this? And that's something that gets overlooked nowadays. Nowadays, it's like, hey, throw as hard as you can. If you get hurt, we'll get somebody else that throws as hard as they can, and we'll end up getting rid of that guy, and then we'll bring in another guy. And the turnstile keeps going, the merry-go-round. So for him to stay with one team is probably the most remarkable part about it.
Well, when he contributed to their championship, I think it was their most recent one, the knock on him, and it's analogous to the Brewers, it's that small sample. It's like, oh, he's unbelievable in the regular season, but he hasn't done crap in the playoffs. Like you're looking at 7 starts as opposed to, the 400 or
400, 460
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're looking at that small window, and that's again how people are looking at the Brewers. Like, they haven't won anything. They've been one of the winningest teams in baseball the last 8 years, right?
Yeah.
And the playoffs 7 out of 8 years is unbelievable, especially given this market and the players that they've lost and for various reasons. And so I think that's instructive too. Baseball is just you got to have the long view.
This team is not, not winning the World Series. People are just looking at it wrong. This team has not failed because they haven't won the World Series. They're highly successful because they've always had a chance, to make that run.
Yeah, that's the bites of the apple thing that got people mad.
But you know what?
Yep.
Yeah.
I say this about the bites of the apple. You can't eat the apple till you bite it.
Put that on a t-shirt, KB.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig into that phrase later.
Yeah,
I don't
pay
even know what
for
it
it till you
means.
bite it. Yeah, you have to bite it.
Well,
yeah,
you have to
Gets
take
the
bites
people
of the
going.
apple to eat the apple.
That's right.
Well, to your Kershaw point, honestly, when it comes to the postseason, right? Wasn't some of that part of the Astros thing?
Yep.
Like his ERA at home was like a 1, and he goes to Houston, whatever, and it's like a 9. So like, there's some stuff you could probably dig in and defend there a little bit. So yeah, people that underperform or whatever in the postseason is not always telling the entire picture. The Brewers, losing, and not making it all the way doesn't say anything other than this team is successful. They just ran into another team that was, hot or was really good, which I think the Brewers have been hot for, ever since April 1st, right? Or April 2nd. They've been that good and that consistent. So they have a winning ball club. So there's no reason to think they can't do a lot of damage in playoff time.
The plastic is ready to go up over the lockers. It's just a matter of time now. Magic number is 4 to clinch the division. You think, last thing here, obviously you celebrate a division title. Do you celebrate the number 1 seed, or do they do another toast, or is that another day to break out the goggles that we have the number 1 seed overall?
I have no idea. Craft champagne and douse the whole place as much as possible. I mean, there's no reason to do it the other day, but if they clench something here tomorrow or tonight, like, do it. Get after it. Like, I love that stuff, and everybody remembers it. I don't remember a lot of stuff. I remember the home runs I gave up, but I was able to be a fly on the wall for some of those celebrations in 08 and 11, and I mean, that's the stuff that you remember the most, because it's so rare that players get to do that. There's some players that play 20 years. They don't ever get a chance to do stuff like that. So it's going to be very special. It never gets old.
Enjoy it. It's deliriously happy. Dilly, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. I understand you're going to be grilling some pancakes in the parking lot.
There we go.
I don't know if you saw that press release.
I saw it too. That's going to be fun, I think. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I'm there.
You're just there to be Tim Dillard. That's your job.
Yeah.
Just be Tim.
Oh, good.
Thanks for joining us, bud. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Tim Dillard, beers on the table today with Drew and KB and Hunter.
If you or a loved one is ever hurt in an accident, don't call the first lawyer you happen to see on TV. Instead, call the law firm that's most qualified to handle the complexities of your case. Or call the firm that won the largest personal injury verdict in Wisconsin history. Or the one with the largest product liability verdict in state history. Or the one that has recovered more million-dollar results than any other firm in Wisconsin. It all happens to be the same firm. Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service. Visit habish.com for more information.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
After shattering a 19-year-old American record in the 400-meter during her semifinal heat at the World Track and Field Championships, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone was even faster in winning the final on Thursday, clocking 47.78 seconds. Good for the second fastest time in history, behind only the world record of 47.60, set back in 1985. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network, Capital One wants to help you hear more about today's top female athletes and keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts. Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Chased from behind by Parsons. And a sack. Micah Parsons registers the sack back at the 31-yard line. And the Parsons project is underway.
Hey, let's keep hitting them, man. Packers Friday is sponsored by Cousin Subs, your one-stop shop for all your football parties. With customizable 12 or 20-piece party boxes, 7.5-inch subs, sides, and shakes. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Looking for a delicious meal without breaking the bank? Cousin Subs has you covered. Our $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub piled high with fresh hand-sliced ingredients, crisp veggies, and all your favorite toppings. Add a bag of chips or regular fries, a fountain drink, and a cookie, all for just $10. This deal's available online or through the Cousins app only. And you can enjoy your meal at home, at work, or delivered straight to your door. Hot and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. Available at participating locations. Offer subject to change.
Step into America.
American Place Casino, where the excitement never ends. Located in Waukegan, Illinois, just a short drive from Milwaukee. Over 900 slot machines, your favorite table games, 4 restaurants, live entertainment, and now our brand new poker room. Plus, we're proud to be the friendliest casino around with service that sets us apart. Whether you're here to hit the jackpot, catch a game, or just have an unforgettable night out, American Place Casino has it all. American Place Casino. Closer than you think. Friendlier than you expect. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-426-2537.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Nagging pain in your back, hip, shoulder, or anywhere in between? You've stretched, iced, rested, and it's still there. It's time for something that actually works. At Game Day Men's Health, they offer EPAT therapy, a non-invasive, FDA-approved treatment that uses pressure waves to trigger healing at the source. No pills, no needles, no downtime. Just targeted in-office therapy that breaks down scar tissue, boosts blood flow, and speeds up recovery. Drew Wilson from 97 through the game. I tried EPAT for the first time for pain in my elbow, and honestly, it made a difference fast. No recovery time. I was back doing what I love. Well, I don't really love working out, but I was back doing it pain-free thanks to the EPAT therapy at Game Day Men's Health. EPAT has proven to treat pain in the neck, back, heel, elbow, hip, shoulder, ankle, you name it. No risk of infection, no side effects, and most guys see improvement in just a few sessions. Book your free consultation at GameDayMen'sHealth.com and get up to 33% off your treatment if you sign up in the month of August. With 5 area locations for Game Day Men's Health, you can heal smarter, move better, and feel stronger.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights, because let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever, with eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G scores, root metrics data, United States, 1 each 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Check out the Iron Jock flash sale on socks and underwear, 35% off when you buy $35 or more worth of them. You're going to love them. No stink. Get yours at ironjock.com. That's iron, JOC.com. Beers on the tables in the can. Let's fire up the Drew and KB portion of the afternoon. That's next. You're listening to Drew and KB statewide on the game.
Are you sick of living with outdated, worn-out countertops but are unsure of who to trust with the job? This is Eric from Granite Direct saying we're here to help. From humble beginnings more than 15 years ago, Granite Direct has built a reputation as the go-to place for natural stone and quartz countertops. From the moment you walk in the door, you'll start to experience the Granite Direct difference. Our knowledgeable, no-pressure sales team will guide you through the countless options and answer all your questions along the way. And you'll leave confident that you've made the right choice. Then peering out into our shop, you'll not only notice the state-of-the-art machinery, but expert craftsmen inspecting and putting on the finishing touches, making sure every job is just right. Then the day arrives. You look out your window to see a Granite Direct truck in your driveway. That's when one of our experienced install crews, treating your house like their own, expertly install your new tops, turning your vision into reality. Look, we're not super fancy, but we love what we do, and we're really good at it. If you're ready to make a change, we're ready to help. Where technology meets craftsmanship, we're Granite Direct.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Dutch Boys Durafighter is an interior paint and primer in one with a tough-lasting formula. It provides great scrub resistance and durability with remarkable hide and a smooth finish. Save big on Dutch Boys Durafighter paint at Menards and start your next project today. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Broadcasting live from the top of the ratings.
How's the air up there?
This is WRNW Milwaukee, 97.3 The Game. Number 1 for sports and stuff.
Looking for a delicious meal without breaking the bank? Cousin Subs has you covered. Our $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub piled high with fresh hand-sliced ingredients, crisp veggies, and all your favorite toppings. Add a bag of chips, or regular fries, a fountain drink, and a cookie, all for just $10. This deal's available online or through the Cousins app only, and you can enjoy your meal at home, at work, or delivered straight to your door, hot and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. Available at participating locations. Offer subject to change.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1076. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1076. That's 800-575-1076. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments, including pills, chews, and more, 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Make 97.3 The Game your number 1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app. Powered by Gruber Law.
One call, that's all.
Injured?
Remember, one call, that's all.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number 1. We just grabbed every key demographic. Yeah.
Live from the Iron Jock Studios and brought to you by Bryant and Stratton College Athletics, it's time to rock the rivers and shake the lakes with two guys fueled only by cheeseburgers, bourbon, and ice-cold beer at a reasonable price, of course. It's Drew and KB.
We're both whites from the Midwest who have nailed a bunch of threes.
Dorks. They look like a couple of dorks.
The reality is that anybody that knows Drew knows that he's been class personified.
I be trying my hardest to like people, and then they start to like breathe and talk and stuff.
KB brings just great instincts. That's what you love about him.
I'm mad. I have to go to work. I have to earn a living. I'd rather have a private income and get laid.
Do not end up in a hospital, newspaper, or jail. If you do end up in jail, establish permanently quickly.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Name something Abraham Lincoln probably used to ride on.
Miss Lincoln, like I'm on the bed bush.
Do you want to start drinking?
Yes.
I don't know what time it is, but I'm rolling deep.
How's the corn?
You know I'm going to have to go for 420, Bob. Cheez-Its! Cheez-Its! Cheez-Its!
Light this candle.
He's right. Let's light this candle.
Light the candle.
Welcome into the Friday edition. Drew and KB broadcasting live from the Iron Jock Studio, built by Reamer Remodel. My name is Drew Olson. I am joined by KB.
What is going on, brother man?
What's going on? Your Milwaukee Brewers
Damn right.
have a magic number of 4 with 9 games left to clinch the National League Central Division again. That's right. Again. It'll give them the division title for the 3rd straight season and 4th in the last 5.
It's awesome. And once again, the Cubs will be disappointed, will not have a banner to hang. And their payroll is $100 million more than the Brewers.
KB's
$100 million.
that
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Interestingly, we mentioned the Brewers will be venturing into the postseason for the 7th time in 8 seasons. Now, some may say that includes the COVID season when they got into the playoffs with a losing record.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. They were in the playoffs.
I think you throw that away. And to your point, they were in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs.
And in the last 9 years, the 2 times that they missed the playoffs were 2017 and 2022. And in both of those years, they missed it by 1 game.
Mm-hmm. 1 game.
The golden age of Brewers baseball is upon us. And this window for this group seems to be just opening up.
Well, they're so young and they're all,
what I'm saying.
Most of them are under control.
That's what I'm saying. So there's, they will not this year, the analytics, the computer simulations, we ran the season 10,000 times and it said the Brewers were going to win 80 games. Next year, I don't think that's going to be the case.
No.
Now, the computer models may bake in some regression for some players, but then there will be other players who continue their ascent. So that's a natural course of things. Because look at a guy, look at the last couple of years, look at guys like Piamps and Hudson and those guys that there's a lot of relievers on this team with a lot of miles on the tires this year. And sometimes if you pitch very well with a heavy workload one year, the next year, the market corrects. You might have arm troubles. You might not be as effective, whatever. But then somebody else will come in, and that's what we've seen, is that the Brewers have brought guys in, and look what they did. I mean, look at Priester. Now, I don't want to be hypocritical, and I'm not. It's kind of like a lot of luck. Just like when I said last year that it didn't mean anything to me that the Brewers didn't lose 4 games in a row. Hunter, remember that discussion?
Oh, I remember it fondly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this year, the Brewers and the Cubs are the only teams not to lose 5 in a row. But the fact that the Brewers have won 19 straight games started by Quinn Priester is, I think, notable. It's noteworthy. Is it meaningful or significant? It's more quirky than anything to me. I mean, it means he's kept them in games, or there have been games when he left and they were down and stuff happened in the late innings and they won. Right? It's a little bit like an inside straight. It's a little bit like a guy who's a 30 handicap hitting a hole in one. Right?
Yeah.
KB?
It can happen.
KB, how many hole in ones do you have?
Zip.
0.
Mm-hmm.
Playing your whole life.
My whole life.
And you're a good golfer.
And I'm not bad.
You're a good golfer. But I'm just saying that's a little bit like that. The planets aligning. It's cool. And again, it's noteworthy, but it's not like predictive. You can't just say Well, every time Quinn Priester starts, the Brewers win. Then why wouldn't they start him and let him face 3 batters every game and then take him out? Because then they win, right? It's just I'm looking for he's pitched great, by the way. And last night he was great. But they still came from behind. I didn't do a deep dive, but there were probably some of his starts where they came from behind. It's not like they led the whole way, right? Because it's just baseball. 19 games everyone is different. Everyone is a different chapter in a 162 chapter novel.
I don't
just say it.
Yeah, I just don't. I never count them out. You can't count them out. You don't know.
Well,
even when they're up by 5 runs with 2 innings left, you can't count them out.
Priester said last night, he's like, it's never a doubt that the offense is going to come through. Just needed to keep them in the ball game, and they're going to do their
that's
thing.
Fantastic.
Here's a couple numbers for you. And to your comeback ability thing. And this was, again, when the Brewers are trailing after 7 innings, you know what their record is when they're trailing after 7?
I'm gonna go out on a no. I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna say it's at least 500 if not winning.
Trailing after 7? No.
Okay,
dude.
Hey,
trailing after 7.
Cockeyed
optimism. You got 6 outs left and you're down, whether it's 1 run or 8 runs. The Brewers trailing after 7 innings this year are 7-50.
That's close. That's close.
But that's good. Yeah, 7-50.
We're good. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, conversely, leading after 7 innings, they're 80-5. Which means the back end, that is incredible. That's why they are where they are. And that's after losing Devin Williams, right? That's like with McGill and Uribe and losing McGill. That's highly significant. Now, trailing after 8 innings, hardly anybody has a good record. You're going to the 9th inning trailing. That's like, the other teams, you'd be untying your spikes, which got me in trouble in high school when we were losing once. Trailing after 8 innings, the Brewers 5-53.
Mm-hmm.
So that means like of the comebacks after 7 innings, 5 of them have come when they were trailed after the 8th, which is, well, sometimes you get the lead and give it back, whatever the vagaries are. That's impressive. But leading after 8 innings, 83-3. Even teams with Hall of Fame closers puke away more games than that.
Oh my God.
It's unbelievable. That's
my God.
That's a stunning
83-3
after 8 innings.
Yeah. Leading after 8 innings.
Well, I can tell you
83-3.
All right. So one was the Rockies game, the Arcia home run.
Yep.
One was the Bob Uecker day, the Trevor McGill.
Yep. Hunter remembers all the pain.
The Giants. And then
there's one other one. That's
man, maybe on the road.
I
wonder if it was Arizona. I think early in the year in April,
they did lose one.
They lost a late one in Arizona where they had like a 4-run lead.
I think you're right. I think that's it.
And I think
the fact that you can remember all these is pretty scary.
Yeah, that was a Saturday in April, so that would have been
Jesus.
Like
I was at that series.
A Saturday in April.
A Saturday in April, so it was probably the 11th or 12th.
Man, if I ever kill someone, I do not want you to be a witness or in the area and they find you 22 years later.
12th.
Because you will know where you were on that day.
5-4 loss.
Pretty scary.
Diamondbacks scored 5 in the 9th to win. Brewers are up 4-0. Those were the 3 losses after 8 innings.
Here's
I digress.
Another number that jumped out to me. We know the Brewers lost the season series to the Cubs this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
a
lot of people were worried about that tiebreaker, which is going to be rendered meaningless momentarily, right? But in the all-time season series, which began in 1997 when the Brewers played Interleague as American League competitors played the Cubs that season, all-time, the Brewers' record against the Cubs is 230-226.
Pretty damn close.
But those Cardinals entering tonight, all-time, the Brewers are 203-248.
Yeah, I mean, well, the
Cardinals have beat up the Brewers more. The Cardinals were good for 10 years with Molina and Pujols and Carpenter.
Go back to 97.
Wainwright.
I mean, if you wanted to really be a geek about it, I mean, there was a period of time there where the St. Louis Cardinals owned the Central, right? The Cubs weren't there. You look 97 through 2008. It was probably probably more often than not, it was the Cardinals that were in that, in that NL Central. So that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all, but they're not the same team they were.
The Cardinals have won 2 World Series since the Brewers entered the National League. So they're just saying that they beat everybody, not just Brewers. But the Brewers have some they have to chip away at that to catch the Cardinals. So in that way, the Cardinals have dominated the Brewers more than the Cubs.
Mhm.
Cubs are closer though, so it's more heated. And the Cardinals are now not good. So there's that element of it.
That has something to do with it.
Yeah. Well, I noticed that when they were in town last weekend, even though we're early in fall and school and back and stuff, 5 years ago, there would have been a lot more red shirts in the stands.
Just a couple of years ago.
Now, when we watch tonight, there's going to be a lot of empty seats at Busch Stadium. You never used to see that.
There's a fair amount of Brewers fans that I know going too. So
I think this is going to be a Brewers takeover, especially with clinching within smelling distance. Like they can't clinch on their own this weekend, but with help from the Reds, they can.
See, I have to go north of the wall. Otherwise, I would probably entertain going down there for that series. I mean, St. Louis, going to see a game in St. Louis is awesome. You got, Ballpark Village right there. And it's an awful lot of fun. What is not fun is the drive.
Right.
That is just brutal.
If the Brewers can clinch on Sunday, yours truly is going down there to cover it.
That surprises me not in the least.
Only Sunday, though.
that does not surprise. Only Sunday.
Only Sunday. The schedule allows Sunday, so we shall see. But watch our socials and
keep an eye out. See if Hunter's going to be.
If I'm there.
And knowing the way our company operates, you'll have to either sleep in your car or find some drunk fan that you can crash on their couch in the.
You're half right.
Guy.
In the hotel.
You're half right.
There's some. Patrick went to school there. He's got some buddies down there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
877-794-1973 gets you to the NicoletLaw.com talk and text line. Patrick and Hubert. The Brewers own the NL Central. Well, they're about to own it for the 3rd straight year in a row. I mean, sure. And 4th time in 5 years. That's a pretty good run.
It's a damn good
Pretty
run.
Pretty good run. Yeah. Going to be interesting to see how that goes. By the way, I was just looking at Mike Vassallo's game notes. DL Hall celebrating a birthday today. And what does Mike Vassallo say in the game notes when it's somebody's birthday? Hunter?
We wish him well.
We wish him well. That's a Vassalloism.
Oh,
he is 27 years old today. He is Mike Vassallo.
Mike Vassallo's 27?
No, DL Hall. DL Hall is 27. So kudos to him. We wish him well. And why wouldn't we? All right. This weekend, if the Brewers, how about this? Let's take it. Let's take we'll call this the Take It to the Window segment. Drew and KB. Take it to the window. Go to the Circus Sportsbook at American Place Casino, our favorite place south of the border. We love it there. You want to take something to the window? Take it to American Place.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. Give us your, we're not looking for parlays or anything, but give us your wild predictions for the weekend that lies ahead, because I'm going to predict that the Brewers will clinch, that, Hunter might end up going to St. Louis on. You're going if it's a potential clinching situation, right, Hunter?
Yeah, if the magic number is 2 or 1.
You'll go.
The magic number is 2 or 1. You're going to drive to St. Louis, and the game time is what?
1:15.
Okay. You're going to have to be on the road by 5:30.
Yep.
Yes. Correct. And I'm going to find out that I'm going Saturday night at about 10.
I was going to say,
while hosting the baseball postgame show, because I'm in for Tim Allen on Saturday night.
Have you reached out about a credential? Because that might be an issue.
We are already approved there.
Are
already
you
good?
You're
That's
efforting?
Good. Okay, so
that's been efforted.
Take it to the window, because I guess I'll call this a Billy Schmid parlay. I think the Badgers are going to win. I'm not saying whether they're going to cover, because that might not happen. The Packers are going to win, and I think the Brewers might clinch on Sunday. So that is my prediction. If you have one, and we'll say that this is brought to us by American Place Casino, nonstop action just over the border, table games, Circus Sportsbook, Harbor Poker Room, restaurants, Asia Azteca. What a fusion place that is. North Shore Steak and Seafood, as well, with a great wine list. Check them out. And a gentleman who sat in this very studio with us is performing at the Lighthouse inside American Place Casino tomorrow. Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live fame. He rescheduled that performance that we were going to go hang out at.
So he's going to be there. Excellent.
So you can get tickets at AmericanPlace.com, and be sure to follow American Place on Facebook and Instagram because they got a lot of good giveaways and some cool stuff happening. But this is going to take it to the window. Make your proud declarations. And while you're thinking of American Place, visit AmericanPlace.com.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-426-2537.
I think we can start doing this on Friday. Give us your WAG, your wild ass guesses, your bold prediction for the weekend.
Here we go. I'm going to give you mine. I agree. I think the Brewers clinch this weekend. I think the Packers beat Cleveland, but the third leg is I think that Cleveland Browns fans are going to actually use the new uniforms as dude wipes that they're wearing. My God, that is going to be the worst look ever. And and I will say this about the Browns: when you go back, and I would refer to them as the Kosars, that era of uniform. That's a pretty kick-ass uniform. The white ones with Ernest Biner. And
that's pretty good,
and it's brown and orange. I mean, that's not really attractive, but that was I actually liked those uniforms. That was a good classic look, and this is like, dear God.
So make your bold predictions for the weekend. 877-794-1973. Like, for example, how many pitches will Miz throw tonight? Jacob Mizorowski starting for the Brewers. In his last outing against these same St. Louis Cardinals, he went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits and 4 runs. He had a walk and 4 strikeouts. That came on the heels of his longest ever outing, that 108-pitch, 7-inning outing against Pittsburgh over at PNC Park. So he's facing the same team in back-to-back outings. What say you, KB?
He split the difference? 86.
I'm talking about innings.
Oh, how many innings?
Yeah, he went 5 last time against St. Louis. He went 7 the game before. 4?
I mean 4, and they might have him on the shelf. Put him up in the pull him early. Limit his innings.
I think they let him throw 85, and I think that might get him through into the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter, what do you think? What does your spidey sense tell you?
Yeah, I think he could go 90 plus here. It's been just the big inning that has gonna been his bugaboo lately. He's been better as of late compared to maybe, last couple of times out in August. Yeah, I'll go 90 plus for Miz tonight. Especially because you've got Miz.
This is a long, here we go. We were talking about putting him on the shelf because he had thrown a lot of innings.
Yeah.
And now you're stretching him out like that?
Well, he enters tonight with 60 innings in the big leagues, and he was
89.
at 63.
Oh, I thought he was at 89.
He was at 63 in the
so that's
minors.
123.
Right? Isn't it? Doesn't he have I think he has 60 innings, I thought. 60 innings in the big leagues. What did we say? It was 150 is what they were going to kind of set the limit at.
And he's at right. Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's
maybe
interesting.
it will be.
The thing about it is you've got Mizorowski tonight, Chad Patrick tomorrow, and then TBD on Sunday. So, and
That's Gasser.
TBD has a really good fastball. No,
TBD. Isn't that going to be Gasser?
I would think so
Because he threw.
But it's
Tuesday.
a little bit unknown there with Patrick and with Gasser. So,
So you might need innings.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that could be. Well, they might be able to manipulate some things. They got to get Mears rolling again. There's a lot on Murph's plate right now. Those guys got a lot of things. For considering you have like a comfortable lead and it's just a matter of when, not if, you get to celebrate a division title, there's a lot of stuff in the works.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the phones. We got James on the south side. James, welcome to Drew and KB.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a Denny's Grand Slam this weekend. We're going to see the Wisconsin win probably by about 10 points. We'll see the Packers maybe win by 10 points. Maybe the Brewers will sweep the Cardinals down in St. Louis. And we'll see for the fourth thing, the Badger women volleyball team beat whoever
They beat in
for,
Florida,
Sunday
I think they
Sunday
play.
afternoon there.
I think they play Florida. if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and they're number 5 in the country right now. The Badgers women volleyball team is. So why not? Let's have
All right.
Denny's Grand Slam.
Let's roll. All right. Thank you, James.
Yeah, let's roll.
On the south side.
Let's
deep.
roll.
Let's roll deep. We roll deep with Mark in a truck on the NicoletLaw.com talking text line. Hello, Mark.
Hello, boys. How are you doing?
We're doing great.
Great.
Mark.
We're just lamenting the fact that we missed the St. Gregory the Great Festival.
It doesn't happen anymore.
I know.
That's a shame.
No, I don't miss it because then I can get into my house on Friday, Saturday night. So, Kevin, just want to tell you that when this season is over with, people years from now are going to look at this season and realize that the Arizona series was the most critical series of the year. If they wouldn't have split, who knows what would have happened. So I just want to tell you, you were right.
Wow.
Let's make the recording of that and play it for Miss Sue.
Yeah, that
You
never
were right.
happens.
Mark in a truck. That never
Thanks,
happens.
Mark in a truck.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you.
Because God knows we've been around Mark when we've made bad choices.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Dave says Miz over under 16 and a half outs. Okay.
Here's it. Okay.
That's 5 1/3 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I want to know. Which team, let's say this Brewers team goes to the World Series.
Okay.
And when you look back, and you can't really do it because it's generational, but you can do it because it's a radio show. Which team do you think will end up being more beloved? The 82 team, do you think they could possibly do a documentary like they did on the 82 team with this team and it would be as compelling?
Yeah, I think they could. I mean, it starts with Murph. You know?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it starts with Murph, but I mean, when we look back,
Murph alone would be worth a documentary. Yeah, I think so.
But when we look back at that team,
I think so.
So many.
The thing is, though, that 82 team came. They had been good since like 78, right? And then it was there were so many layers to that. But the team had only been in town like for 12 years, right? So it didn't have that history. So it was still still felt new. Right, because the Brewers came to town in 1970, so it still felt a little new. And the MVP of that team and of the league that year was the guy that we met as an 18-year-old, right? And who the modern Churio, I guess. But yeah, that Robin Yount had been in the league for a while, and yeah, I think it would. Winning is.
I just don't know. I mean, it's relatively unknown. You look back at those guys, and there's a couple of things at play. A lot of them stayed here. Some of them still live here.
Sure.
Right. So a lot of them stayed here. They became, really a part of the fabric of the community, which isn't really the thing in professional sports nowadays. That's kind of changed.
It's less. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Is this team going to be as beloved?
It's really tough to answer in the moment because you don't know
that's right.
How the story is going to marinate over the years. I mean, they made the documentary 40 years after the World Series.
No, I get that.
And the 18 team was a game away from going back to the World Series. And what do you remember about that? Not as much.
Well, they didn't go to the World Series.
I know. That's why. That's one game. But you're
I'm saying
close off that part of your brain.
If this team goes to the World Series,
if they go to,
and then you've got the euchre, you've got the whole euchre element of this story too. That's going to play into it.
That's a factor. All right, Zach in Janesville has one he wants to take to the window. Take it to the window. Crush your man. Zach in Janesville said the Brewers will score more runs in the series this weekend against St. Louis than the Packers defense allows yards. Then the Packers defense allows the Browns to score. So Browns total points will be less than Brewers runs in 3 games. That's interesting.
I like that.
I mean, what if the Browns score 14? I mean, come on, that's hard to hold. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. But okay, the Brewers will score more runs in this series over the weekend than the Packers allow the Browns to score on Sunday. I think I got that right. Zach, I think we got you. Take that to the window, my man. I like that. We will continue to take your wild ass propositions, wild ass prop bets on a Friday. Take it to the window, brought to you by American Place Casino. When we come back, Hunter is going to cleanse our palates with a little hardcore sports, as only he can do it. He'll keep us abreast of everything that's happening locally and nationally heading into the weekend. And then we're a half hour away from playing Figure It Out, presented by Great Midwest Bank. Andrew Ludwig will be here to preside over those festivities. Always a fun game if people are driving around, going up north, or whatever you might be doing on a Friday in the good land. And then at 5 o'clock, we open the Central Standard Distillery Timeout Sports Lounge. It's a full day here. You're listening to Drew and KB statewide on the game.
It beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you, so sing along to my stereo.
Sunburn Bowl 7 is coming this February, and our special guest this year, play-by-play legend and voice of the Packers, Wayne Larrabee.
Zabe, I've got my flip-flops packed already and 6 hours of Jimmy Buffett on my phone.
Don't miss out on the best Sunburn Bowl ever at the Hyatt Vivid Grand Island in Cancun. Go to 973thegame.com and book your championship vacation today.
Drew Wilson here from 97.3 The Game, and I want to tell you about my new obsession, Daisy French Onion Dip. One of my guilty pleasures during football season is eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching the big game. And now Daisy's come out with delicious Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip, and these are a game changer. These are as delicious as homemade dips, and they are made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. I invite you to visit your local grocer and check out Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip. They are truly a game changer. Look for them at a grocery store near you.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. We've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Chased from behind by Parsons. Yes! And a sack! Micah Parsons registers the sack back at the 31-yard line. And the Parsons project is underway.
Hey, let's keep hitting them, man. Packers Friday is sponsored by Cousins Subs, your one-stop shop for all your football parties. With customizable 12 or 20-piece party boxes, 7.5-inch subs, sides, and shakes. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Crispy chicken tenders are now at Cousins Subs. Enjoy them with your favorite dipping sauce, or try them in one of our 2 new subs, Classic Crispy Chicken or Bold Buffalo Ranch Crispy Chicken. Both served on our fresh baked bread, made with quality you can taste. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only here for a limited time. Order in store, online, or on the app today. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Step into American Place Casino, where the excitement never ends. Located in Waukegan, Illinois, just a short drive from Milwaukee. Over 900 slot machines, your favorite table games, 4 restaurants, live entertainment, and now our brand new poker room. Plus, we're proud to be the friendliest casino around with service that sets us apart. Whether you're here to hit the jackpot, catch a game, or just have an unforgettable night out, American Place Casino has it all. American Place Casino. Closer than you think. Friendlier than you expect. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling, and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-426-2537.
What's up? It's Russell Nicolay with Nicolay Law. You're listening to 97.3 The Game, the #1 sports talk station in Milwaukee. For award-winning injury lawyers, when you're injured, you call Nicolay Law or visit us at nicolaylaw.com. Get the beard, get the win.
Jason, what are you singing? Working on a new jingle to promote Capital's $49 drain clearing. When your sink fills up with gunk, don't stress, don't whine. It's only $49.
Don't take this the wrong way, man, but I'd stick to plumbing, heating, and cooling if I were you.
That's fair, but people need to know that we clear clogs for only $49.
Fine, but I would have rhymed gunk with junk. It's so obvious.
Call CapitalTears.com.
Drew Wilson here for the doctors and teams at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Your arms do more than you think until they can't. Whether it's shoulder pain, tennis elbow, or carpal tunnel, OAW has the specialized upper extremity care to help you get back to doing what you love.
Regain your reach, regain your life without pain that limits your motion. Don't wait. Schedule today at orthowisconsin.com. That's orthowisconsin.com. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1076. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1076. That's 800-575-1076. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
iHeartRadio is the easy-to-use app for music and radio. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Make 97.3 The Game your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app. Powered by Gruber Law.
One call, that's all.
Injured?
Remember, one call, that's all.
Drew and KB from the Iron Jock Studio, built by Reamer Remodel. I'm going to play a little Figure It Out in about a half hour from right now. But first, we're going to have a little hardcore sports. Hunter Baumgart, blow the dust off of that. Wake up, hardcore girl. We haven't talked to her in a while.
There's sports, and then there's hardcore sports. If you have an unquenchable thirst for sports, we satisfy every one of those desires. We give it to you the way you like it. Hardcore.
Yes, let's get into it here. And of course, hardcore sports is, want to make sure I get this in here. Brought to you
the
by
Drew and KB tailgate party at the Rush Plaza.
Yes.
Is
Oh
it?
my goodness. KB.
Is
It's
it?
a fantastic place to be on a game day. Isn't
No,
it?
is it brought to us by that?
It is. It is.
Literally?
It literally is.
Presented by.
Wow.
I'm trying to get the details.
We didn't just make that up?
No.
Huh.
This is real. This is happening.
Wow.
This is real life.
It's fun, man. It's
And,
right across. It's right across
right.
from the old Oneida Gate. Go over there, throw some cocktails down, and listen to some rock and roll. Shove a sausage in your pie hole.
What was that band that you brought up the other day?
Whiskey Ditch.
Whiskey Ditch.
Ditch.
Right.
I had to be very, very careful when I was introducing them. Whiskey Ditch.
The party starts 3.5 hours before every home game. It's the Rush Expo Plaza Pit Stop, and it's free to the public. No ticket required. Food, drinks, live bands, special features like a Bloody Mary bar and other fantastic opportunities. Cheap Shots Bar, the Tipsy Tapper beer trailer, sampling stations, and much more. It's
a cool spot.
The Rush Expo Plaza Pit Stop with us, Drew and KB.
I love that because it is a pit stop. Because if you're walking over there from the bar district over there, you know, if you're walking past the practice field, past Ray Nitschke Field, it's a perfect stop before you go into the game, right?
Oh yeah, let's say
stop right there.
You get a traveler when you walk out of, let's say, the stadium view. You can pound that. You can grab another one at that's the halfway point between there and the Oneida Gate.
It's about a 2-beer walk.
It's about a 2-beer walk.
That's so perfect.
So,
All right.
point being, Hunter,
yes, tell
is
me.
that Rush Tailgate Plaza is the place to be, or as we like to call it, Drew and KB's Timeout Sports Lounge.
Yes,
exactly.
I think we're just going to make some banners and just.
If you
sneak
go
them
to
up there.
rushcomplex.com, you can also buy, like, especially if it's cold out, you can buy tickets, and there's more inclusive packages you can buy and go inside if it's cold out. But this outdoor thing for right now, perfect. So it'll be open for the next home game, which will be after the bye against Cincinnati. Hunter, what are the headlines of the hour?
Yes, let's start with some Green Bay Packers news. The injury report came out, and here is what it looks like. Tucker Kraft and Zach Tom are listed as questionable, so it's good that those guys have not been ruled out yet. Jaden Reed is out. Of course, he had surgery this week. Everyone else is good to go. So, again, Tucker Kraft and Zach Tom, questionable. Jaden Reed out. and everyone else is good to go. Now, earlier today, Matt LaFleur, before practice, met with the media and talked about the Tucker Kraft knee injury that occurred yesterday and what it means, in the short term and the long term. And overall, I think it's positive.
He was practicing and got hurt.
Will he practice today?
That I don't believe so. So it's unfortunate. It is what it is. I don't think it'll be long term. So that's a positive, but he will not be out there today.
Play Sunday or no?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, we'll get him just like we do with all these guys. We'll give him up to game time, but he's got to, more than anything, he's got to feel confident and be cleared at the same time.
Is IR a possibility?
I don't believe so.
There you go.
I love that. There's two things that I love that he was out, he was practicing, and he got hurt. So, and then the follow-up question was, is he going to play on Sunday or no?
He was practicing and got hurt.
Will he practice today?
That I don't believe so. So it's unfortunate. It is what it is. I don't think it'll be long term. So that's a positive, but he will not be out there today.
Play Sunday or no?
Or no.
Or no.
Yeah, no. That isn't that the definition? Yeah, no means no, and no, yeah means yeah.
Right.
In Wisconsin.
Pretty much.
County language, yeah, no.
Yeah, pretty much.
Going to the game? No, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is weird though, because I asked Schneidman, was it a non-contact thing? Like, did he hit a blocking sled wrong? Why can't we get that detail? I don't know. Maybe Tucker Kraft will, when he talks to reporters next, will say something about how he hurt himself. But I guess it doesn't really matter. He's got a knee.
He's got a knee.
We're on to Cleveland. All right. For the record, like, since we're taking stuff to the window today, I don't think the Packers play Zach Tom or Tucker Kraft.
They don't have to.
Right.
Why would you?
Sunday. I don't think they would. Why risk it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. You got Dallas the following week. Then, of course, you're bye. Then Cincinnati on the other side, which we gave away tickets to at the Football Feast in Fitchburg last night. And we will give away tickets at the Football Feast in Pewaukee next Thursday.
There we go.
Baby.
So Pewaukee on Capitol Drive. Get ready. Get to Buffalo Wild Wings Thursday. We will see you there. All right, so that is the Packers news of the day. The injury report is out. Packers and Browns noon on Sunday. Pregame coverage with Doug Russell begins at 8 a.m. Sunday morning on 97.3 The Game and the iHeart Radio app. All right, the Brewers and Cardinals tonight, 7:15 at Busch Stadium. Brewers with a magic number of 4 to clinch the National League Central. That's a combination of Brewers wins and Cubs losses needed to secure another division title, a third straight season of division title. It went down from 6-4 yesterday because the Cubs lost yesterday. Right now, the Brewers also, that sweep of the Angels did a couple of things. Of course, it got the magic number down in the division. It also extended the lead. It doubled the lead in the race for the National League 1 seed because they were up 1.5 games to start the week on the Phillies. Now they're up 3 games on the Phillies. And that is significant, not only because you're 3 games up, but you're really, 4 games up in a way because the tiebreaker goes to the Brewers. So the Phillies have to gain 4 games on the Brewers in order for them to get the 1 seed with 9 games left. That's even a steep hill to climb for the Phillies now.
Yep. Phillies, Diamondbacks this weekend. Then they've got the Marlins and the Twins.
All right. So Diamondbacks, you're going to need to do some stuff here because next week it's not too tough for the Phillies, but
again, hashtag baseball.
You don't know.
You don't know. I'm old enough to remember a couple weeks ago when the Dodgers went into Pittsburgh and got swept. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, and heading into the second to last weekend of the year, the Reds and the Diamondbacks both just 2 games out of the wild card. In fact, they're tied right now. Cubs play the Reds. Phillies play the Diamondbacks. So
the Mets are going to Met.
Well, sure. Yeah. And the Mets are the one that hold that third. So, yeah, you really want the teams that you want to lose to be playing teams that are in it. And they are doing that exact thing this weekend.
And Los Angeles doesn't have the West yet either.
No. I think their magic number is at 6, I believe. They have a 3-game lead with 9 to play.
Is it 3? I thought it was 2.5. So
the Brewers picked up half a game last night on the Phillies because the Phillies didn't play, right? And they had just taken 2 or 3 from the Dodgers.
Right.
The
Phillies did not play last
and
night.
the Phillies were off. And now I'm looking at the Phillies schedule, and it looks like they are plumb out of off days, barring a rain.
Oh.
So they don't have another off day. They're going to be playing straight through. The Brewers have off on Thursday, correct?
Well, both teams have 9 games left, though, I think.
Yeah. Well, maybe the Brewers are done too. I thought the Brewers had an off day.
Do.
The Brewers have an off day Thursday.
The Brewers have an off day Thursday. The Phillies have.
What's the Phillies schedule say?
They've got an off day Monday.
Okay, so they're off Monday.
Yep.
All
So
right.
they've got 3-game series and then an off day because they go back home to face Miami and Minnesota.
That's right. Travel day.
Right.
Coming out of Philly. Okay.
So there you go.
Scoreboard watching is
fun.
appropriate at this juncture.
Yes.
And it's also fun.
Yeah.
Especially when KB knows the Cubs are losing. Oh, God. That kid pitched great against him last night. Tip your cap. They got 1 hit.
Yeah.
Love it.
Hunter Green, great name, by the way.
Yeah, great name.
Great name. Christian Yelich talked last night. We talked to him after he got his 100th RBI of the season. It's just his second time in his career that he's gotten 100 on the season. Last time he did it, 2018, when he had 110. This is what he talked about after the game in his locker about coming back from the back injury and kind of knowing what he had still in him. He just needed to be healthy. Take a listen.
There was a lot of questions, obviously, that I had to answer. And people, doubting whether or not that I could play. I felt like I was still going to be able to play at a high level after dealing with what I had to deal with, with all the back stuff. And just getting it taken care of and having surgery and making sure that, everything kind of feeling better, and just being available for most of the games this year and being able to play is just kind of refreshing, right? I knew that I'm still capable of playing at a high level if I could just do it, if I could just play.
If I could just play, that was the most meaningful thing. If I knew I was capable of playing at a high level, if I could just play. And to be honest, he hasn't been able to do that in 4 years.
Yeah, been snake bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, coming back. Now, Christian Yelich is not going to win the National League MVP. He can make a case he's the Brewers MVP. We've talked about that at length on this program. Kick that topic around. Who is the Brewers MVP? Is it Frelick? Is it Turang? Is it Yelich? Is it, hell, is it Quinn Priester the way he's pitched?
It's the team.
Is it McGill? It's the team, right?
The team.
Mm-hmm.
But Yelich is not the MVP. Is Christian Yelich the comeback player of the year?
Yes.
In the National League?
I think he could be.
I think back from the injury?
Yeah, I think he definitely could be. I mean, come on. He's put up some, incredible numbers.
I mean, he's been pretty damn good. That's something to think about. All right. What else you got, Hunter?
Definitely. One more thing here. A little clip from Cody Decker, who used to play for Pat Murphy back in the day. Just a really interesting, about a minute here of him talking about what Pat Murphy is like and getting players to believe in themselves.
Is the single best con man in the history of sports. Now, I know that sounds like an insult. It is not. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I mean this as a compliment because Pat Murphy can get the most out of anybody. He can convince any young player. This Brewers team is the exact perfect type of team for him. You give him a group of superstars in the New York Yankees, I honestly think Pat Murphy will fail miserably. You give him young, hungry ball players. Pat Murphy knows how to mold these guys into something special. I know this. I played for the guy for 3 years in AAA. I played for him in the big leagues in San Diego. I played against him when I was at UCLA, and he was the head coach at Arizona State. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I hated him more than any 5 human beings combined when he was at Arizona State. He was a monster, and I hated him. Probably the best manager I ever played for, and I absolutely loved him. But this guy can convince anybody of anything. And here's my example of that. This guy had me, Cody Decker. Now, keep in mind, I did win an MVP award over Mike Trout in 2009 in rookie level AZL. That did happen. Sure, he was 18 and I was 22, but that doesn't matter. I got the trophy. Here's the fact. Pat Murphy, while I was in AAA and in the big leagues, Pat Murphy had me believing that I was Mike Trout. I am not Mike Trout. I know I'm not Mike Trout. I played against Mike Trout. It is 2 different species of baseball player on the field.
So that's just an interesting little clip there about Pat Murphy getting the most out of his players, and that's what's happened this season and last.
Cody Decker, interesting footnotes. He was signed with the Brewers and played with them in spring training, went to camp in 2017, thanks to his affiliation with Murph. And he is also the guy who is married to Jen Sturger.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know. Cody Decker. Interesting cat.
Did not know that either.
Funny dude. Yeah, he's married to Jen Sturger. Just saying. All right. Is that it, Hunter?
That is Hardcore Sports.
But do you know what you really need to know?
What do we really need to know?
The word with the most definitions in the English language is the word run, with 645 different definitions. The second most is the word set, with 430.
Huh.
All right. Trying to think of how many definitions I know for run.
I don't know, probably 6.
If you make it plural, there's a lot more.
Runs, yeah, but I mean, yeah, 645. You got to be kidding me.
That's wild.
You say that though, who's going to call you on it?
Good point.
Right? Name them.
Good point. Put it on your latest, your next cocktail party.
There you go.
Amazing. All right, we're getting close. We're going to play Figure It Out beginning at 4 o'clock. And before you know it, 5 o'clock, we open the Central Standard Distillery Timeout Sports Lounge. We'll catch up with our buddy Matt Miller, a man about film, who was in this morning hanging out with Zabe Kamada. We'll talk to Matt Miller coming up after 5 o'clock. You got Drew and KB statewide in the game.
Where you been or where you going, but I know I won't be home and you'll be on your own. Who's gonna walk you through the dark side of the morning?
KB here. Who doesn't love pizza? I mean, I do. I like to visit my favorite pizza places, but sometimes my craving hits and I don't have time to go out and eat. So I go to my freezer, pull out a Pep's Draft House pizza, because Pep's Draft House pizza isn't one of those just toss a pizza in the oven pizzas. It's made right here in Wisconsin with tons of toppings and real Wisconsin cheese. No one is crushing one of these. Don't believe me? Try one today and make your house a Draft House with Pep's Pizza.
You're not just tired, you're drained. Dragging yourself out of bed, powering through work with caffeine, skipping workouts, zoning out at home. That 6 to 10 o'clock evening window, it used to be your time. Now you're barely holding on. Lower energy, poor sleep, no drive. If that sounds like you, it might be low testosterone, and you're not alone. It's Drew Olson from 97 through the game, and I was in that exact spot with less gas in the tank. I got tested at Game Day Men's Health, and it changed everything. I've been amazed at the level of service I've received at Game Day and how quick the treatments are. It's part of my routine now. You can make it part of yours. They are looking to help you at Game Day Men's Health. It's fast, it's simple, and it's built for guys on the go. Like no waiting rooms, no awkward questions, just a free T-level test and real solutions that work. You've got a life to live. Don't waste it on the couch. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your free testosterone test today. Game Day Men's Health. Get into one of the 5 area locations, get results, and get back in the game.
October 4th and 5th, the 43rd Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon returns. Runners from across the country will take on a scenic route along Lake Michigan, through downtown and across the iconic Hone Bridge. The only race in the state to do so. The Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon is hosted by the Badgerland Striders. Sign up today for any event and enjoy the post-race party at Urban Park. Michelob Ultra is a superior light beer and the proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon. Celebrate your finish with an Ultra.
Broadcasting worldwide from the Iron Jock Studios. Iron Jock is the official advanced performance gear and apparel worn by the guys on the game. Iron Jock with the most permanent odor protection ever, with fast drying and wicking, anti-static 4-way stretch, cooling, water repellency, and stain blocking. It's performance gear at its best. Learn more at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com. Iron Jock. It's what's inside.
It's the 3rd week of September, and Iron Jock is helping you with 2 smelly body parts.
Are they what I think they are?
Yep, your feet and your seat.
2 areas that scream for the need of Iron Jock and their silver ion technology, rendering those dirty zones stink-free.
Just buy $35 or more of socks and underwear, and bam, 35% comes off automatically.
Just order by Sunday. Come Monday, the discount disappears faster than Chicago's playoff hopes.
Go to ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies?
Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G scores, root metrics data, United States 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
The Fox 6 weather experts are presented by AdventKnows.com.
Increasing clouds late this afternoon and humid with temperatures in the 70s. Scattered rain showers return tonight and linger into the weekend, but there will be at least some dry time. Temperatures stay in the 70s both Saturday and Sunday. I'm Fox 6 meteorologist Stephanie Barrichello.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
Brewers coming off a sweep over the Angels in a 5-1 homestand. They hit the road into St. Louis. Magic number falling. Post-game show after Game 1 tonight. Join Pipe Bomb and me, Tim Allen, with Potawatomi Sportsbook on the game.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like.
Drew and KB from the Iron Jock Studios, built by Reamer Remodel. We're still taking your wild-ass predictions for the weekend. Presented by American Place Casino and the Circa Sports Book. Give them to us on the NicoletLaw.com talking text line 877-794-1973. This is not a bold prediction, but it's a proclamation. I will be visiting our friends at Game Day Men's Health in Brookfield next week because I visit them every week, and you can do it as well. They have a 4-step process for you, and it couldn't be easier. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com, pick a clinic near you, sign up for a complimentary testosterone test, and then you go there. That's step 1. Step 2, you go there to your appointment. It's like a sport clip. It's a cool spot. KB was at the Brookfield location. Hunter, we had our Hunter was back here, but we had the that grand opening celebration, and it was cool, and it's very welcoming. And then you get a blood draw, and they go over your results with you, and they'll tell you if you can benefit from their treatment. It's very easy. You're in and out in less than an hour. And you can sign up at GameDayMen'sHealth.com for the complimentary testosterone test. They also do vitamin injections. They do the semaglutide, and they do erectile dysfunction. Whatever you may need, Men's Health is not a taboo subject. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com, find a clinic near you, and sign up for that complimentary test. Or if you want any kind of treatment, sign up, make an appointment, and go and see the nice people at Game Day Men's Health. All right, moving forward on the program, we want your wild ass predictions, and KB thinks there will be champagne flowing in St. Louis.
Indeed, I do.
I wonder if the Brewers can bring in their own Miller Lights and not use the Budweiser that is so associated with St. Louis. But Budweiser is a major sponsor of Major League Baseball, so I think you have to if you're pouring beers around. Another thing I thought of with this potential clinching celebration, they don't need the sparkling grape juice for Jackson Chourio anymore because he's now 21.
That's right.
he's legal, which is cool as well. That's another something little something that crosses my mind. They had to have packed the goggles, and I don't know if it's the home team that provides the plastic because it's their clubhouse, like at their facility. I have to ask Phil Rosowitz that someday.
Yeah, we got to have him on when we do. We got to get Roz or Tony Miggs or someone for.
Let's get them all in. Clubby Nation. Tony Miggs, Phil Rosowitz, and Jason Schauger. The guys behind the guys. The heartbeat of the Brewers clubhouses. Let's make that happen. Book it. Hunter, don't let us forget that. This is an idea we can execute.
Yes.
Having those guys in would be a great time. You know what else is a great time? Playing Figure It Out, presented by Great Midwest Bank.
Great time.
We got that coming up next. Andrew Ludwig warming up in the bullpen to join us. And then Matt Miller after 5 in the Timeout Sports Lounge, presented by Central Standard. Drew and KB statewide on the game.
97.3 The Game. This is what's trending in Milwaukee now.
This sports update is brought to you by American Place Casino. Nonstop excitement just over the Wisconsin border in Lake County, Illinois. I'm Dave Gasper. The Milwaukee Brewers' magic number to clinch the NL Central is down to 4 as they start a 3-game weekend series against the St. Louis Cardinals. Jacob Mizrowski is on the mound tonight for the Crew, facing Sonny Gray for the Cardinals. First pitch is at 7:15 p.m. The Wisconsin Badgers start Big Ten play against Maryland on Saturday. Quarterback Billy Edwards Jr. will reportedly be a game-time decision. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 a.m. Kickoff is at 11. And the Packers will travel to Cleveland for their Week 3 matchup against the Browns. Tight end Tucker Kraft will not practice today with a knee injury he suffered yesterday, and his status is up in the air for Sunday. Kickoff is at 12 p.m. I'm Dave Gasper on Milwaukee's most listened to sports station, 97.3 The Game.
Packers Fridays are brought to you by Community Roofing and Restoration. Beauty, durability, and excellence since 1975. And Discount Liquor. Family owned and operated in Milwaukee and downtown Waukesha since 1960.
Now, here's traffic from Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Call the Tri-City Total Traffic Tip Line at 414-944-5111.
94 clocking in at 18 minutes either way between the Marquette and Moreland. On the bypass, southbound traffic slow most of the way from the Zoo to the Hale. Westbound is jammed from 60th to the Hale. I'm Mike Priest, and that's your latest Total Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
Football season is in full swing, and there's no better place to get in on the action than Bet Online, your number one source for all things football. Bet Online has all the latest odds, breaking news, live scores, and even in-game betting, so you'll never miss a moment. Head to Bet Online today, because at Bet Online, the game starts here.
Are you sick and tired of sad, skimpy, frozen pizzas that lack toppings and flavor? Problem solved! Screamin' Sicilian brings the party to pizza with mountains of whole milk mozzarella, premium meats, and veggies stacked to the sky. No tweaks necessary, just tons of toppings and amazing flavor. Just bake it, bite it, and let it rip.
Woo! That's so screaming good!
Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, toppings piled high, screaming loud, always delicious.
Broadcasting from the all-new Iron Jock Studios, built by Reamer Remodel.
We're ready to roll, baby!
This is WRNW-FM Milwaukee, 97.3 The Game.
Gear up for October baseball. Brewers postseason tickets go on sale Tuesday, September 23rd. Clear your schedule, claim your spot, and be here for a Brewers postseason run unlike any other.
Step into American Place Casino, where the excitement never ends. Located in Waukegan, Illinois, just a short drive from Milwaukee. Over 900 slot machines, your favorite table games, 4 restaurants, live entertainment, and now our brand new poker room. Plus, we're proud to be the friendliest casino around with service that sets us apart. Whether you're here to hit the jackpot, catch a game, or just have an unforgettable night out, American Place Casino has it all. American Place Casino. Closer than you think. Friendlier than you expect. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling, and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-426-2537.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel Inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Progressive understands that bond between you and your boat. But imagine if something happened to it. Without the boat, you're just Tina with too much boat knowledge. Sure, it's helpful on the water, but with no boat, you're someone who talks way too much about knots, and no one cares what a jib is anyway. Boat Tina could get away with it because she has a boat. So make sure your boat is insured. Get Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer, and then go back to being you, Tina, who owns a boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
When your reputation's on the line, you don't leave anything to chance, especially your primer. Painters trust Kills primers for a smooth start, strong adhesion, and serious stain-blocking power. And now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same-day or next-day delivery, or order online and pick up in-store. Kills primers. Pro results? Faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
Make 97.3 The Game your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app. Powered by Gruber Law.
One call, that's all.
Injured?
Remember, one call,
That's all.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Yeah!
Live from the Iron Jock Studios and brought to you by Bryant and Stratton College Athletics, it's time to rock the rivers and shake the lakes with two guys fueled only by cheeseburgers, bourbon, and ice-cold beer at a reasonable price, of course. It's Drew and KB.
We're both whites from the Midwest who have nailed a bunch of threes.
Dorks. They look like a couple of dorks.
The reality is that anybody that knows Drew knows that he's been class personified.
I be trying my hardest to like people, and then they start to like breathe and talk and stuff.
KB brings just great instincts. That's what you love about him.
I'm mad. I have to go to work. I have to earn a living. I'd rather have a private income and get laid.
Do not end up in the hospital, newspaper, or jail. If you do end up in jail, establish permanently quickly.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Name something Abraham Lincoln probably used to ride on.
Miss Lincoln. I don't mind a bit bush.
Do you want to start drinking?
Yes.
I don't know what time it is, but I'm rolling deep.
How's the corn?
You know I'm going to have to go for 420, Bob. Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its.
Light this candle.
He's right. Let's light this candle. Light the candle.
Candle's been lit. It's the 4 o'clock hour. Drew and KB bringing it to you from the Iron Jock Studios, built by Reamer Remodel, smack dab in the middle of the iHeart Milwaukee Megaplex. My name is Drew Wilson. I am joined by KB.
What is going on, brother man?
Also joined by Hunter Baumgart, who's behind the glass, pushing the buttons, monitoring the NicoletLaw.com talk and text line at 877-794-1973. And he is also manning the breaking news desk because he's a reporter. And if there's any news that breaks during our show,
wasn't us.
We don't know about it till Hunter tells us.
We didn't touch it.
Exactly. We don't break it. We're just hanging out. We are now here to play a little Figure It Out presented by Great Midwest Bank. We welcome to the program Andrew Ludwig, the game show host to the stars and producer of the Zabe and Butch program that airs from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Hello, Luddy.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. It is a beautiful afternoon, actually.
That's fantastic. It's been a great week of weather. I'm loving this. Supposed to get some rain tomorrow and Sunday, though. I'm like, that's not good for Badgers fans and stuff. Like that's
nor is the team's performance good for Badgers fans.
Well, they're playing. It's a must-win game against the Terrapins.
Mm-hmm.
They're favored heavily. We'll see. I think they're going to win. I don't know if they're going to cover or not. But we are joined also by our contestant and returning champion, Alex Poole is here. Oh, wait, Hunter won last week. But Alex is back with us. Hello, Alex.
Yes. She won.
Oh, Alex
I
won.
won.
Yeah.
Hunter won the
that's
week
right.
before.
Yeah, the young kids are taking the game over.
Young kids are taking over the world.
Don't give Hunter my credit.
Yeah, okay. I knew Hunter
Get
won
outta
one
here.
recently.
Yeah,
But,
that was wild. That was old news. It's
How can
okay.
we remember what happened last week? I don't remember what I had for lunch today. I
have no idea.
Not a chance.
Listen,
no.
I try to remember what I wore last week, so I go back on the live.
Oh, I love it.
Be like, did I wear this last week on the show? And I have to double check before I wore this.
People look at you for fashion tips too, because Milwaukee Fashion Week coming up.
Yes. Next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'll be hosting, I'll be walking in the high fashion show on Friday and then hosting the streetwear show on Saturday.
I love the male part of that because I'm just dying to see what the 2026 season of cargo shorts is going to be.
See, KB, you say that, but it's high fashion. No
In
cargo
Milwaukee?
shorts.
High fashion
Yes.
cargo shorts.
Yeah, you guys don't
In
go.
Milwaukee?
Yeah.
I feel like, do you guys only go to sporting events?
No.
Much.
And
No,
bars.
I don't-
Dive
I-
bars. Yeah.
Dive bars,
No.
sporting events.
KB, we're gonna spruce you up. We're gonna bring
Oh
like
no!
a whole.
I've had a makeover
whole
once.
thing.
I did
Oh,
that on a
did
radio
you?
show before, and
It was a
didn't
radio show.
take.
No one could see you.
It didn't take. Oh no!
It
All right,
didn't
so-
live streams.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
Will somebody be wearing like the Travis Kelce suit with shorts that he was wearing the other day walking into an arena?
I hope not.
walking into the
Listen,
field?
we give high fashion looks. Listen. Oh, and as a homage to KB, I'll be wearing a WNBA jersey.
As an
Part of
homage.
my look.
Oh, yes, because it's his favorite league.
It's his favorite on
Yes.
Saturday to give
All
the
right,
props.
so Alex, the promotions queen here. You're a fashion. Where in Milwaukee would I go if I wanted to see high fashion modeled by men. Where do guys go? Because Bucks games, you would
Milwaukee
think Bucks
Fashion
games,
Week. Jeez,
Bucks
I'm
games is
letting
where
you know.
people go in this
Dear
town to kind
God.
of be seen.
Very much.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, and that's interesting.
but then guys will wear jerseys there or like a Bucks warm up or
the
something.
hoodie
like
with the jersey on top is like the main thing I see all the time.
That's all the time.
But I guess you guys don't have like fashion friends like I do because we like dress up like when we go places.
I don't.
We don't go.
Yeah,
I guess
it's okay.
it goes because we don't go clubbing. We go
See, I don't
dive
go
barring. We're not clubbing. Well, that's why we make fun of ourselves.
Yeah, well,
with
I was
the-
going to say, I don't have to get dressed up because most of the places go to, I'm overdressed.
Yeah.
See, and yeah, exactly. And
So
I
I don't
feel like
need
that
to
too.
step up my game. Everybody else has to.
High fashion in
Man.
Wisconsin
And they
is a
don't.
clean and
No,
current
they
Packers
don't.
jersey that is made by the company that is currently issuing them, not the Reebok ones from 15 years ago.
At
It's
all.
like, oh, my niece is getting married. Oh, where's my good Packer sweater?
Oh gosh.
Gotta
Your-
go. I gotta wear my good Packer
with your
sweater.
jeans.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
well,
All right.
you can check that out. But then also before that, we have Sister Strut. V100 is having their Sister Strut. It's for Black women to promote breast cancer in the Black community. If you guys want to check that out, and then you can just head over to
Fashion Week. Okay.
Yeah,
One-stop shopping.
One for sure.
Cool. That is
I'll
cool.
be at both, so
All
come
right.
see me. Take pictures
Coming
of my
up.
fashions.
Coming up. All right, Lottie, tell people about this little game we're going to play, and we'll try to wrest our title back from the young people here, Hunter and Alex Poole.
Good luck. Figure It Out is a fast-paced trivia game consisting of 3 rounds of 5 questions per round. A correct answer is worth 1 point. In round 3, answers are worth 2 points. After 3 rounds, there's a final Jeopardy question. Just buzz in by saying your name aloud. Figure It Out is presented by Great Midwest Bank. Great Midwest Bank has been your local banking expert since 1935. From buying to renovating, they offer common sense solutions for your mortgage and deposit needs. Deposit needs. Visit greatmidwestbank.com to get started today. Last week, the word was Louis because the Brewers were playing the St. Louis Cardinals. Well, they're playing the St. Louis Cardinals again today. So today's word is Saints, meaning that the final answer of each round will contain the word Saint, either the abbreviated version or the regular version,
Oh, all right then.
the 5-letter version.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot to remember, Hunter. You have to.
You gonna be right there, Hunter?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
only-
I'm going to be great.
I hope so. We ended last week with the Ohio State University. 411 Woody Hayes Drive, Columbus, Ohio, 43210 is the address of Ohio Stadium, which is the home of the Ohio State University Buckeyes football team. Ohio State will play on CBS next week versus Washington after their bye this weekend. This live streaming service launched 14 years ago as a spinoff of a general interest streaming platform, Justin.com. The Amazon subsidiary is popular in video games, including
Drew.
Drew.
I'm going to guess Twitch.
Yeah.
Do you have a Twitch, Drew?
Yes. I used to watch. We used to watch Armin watch. We used to stream Armin watching
watch
Packer games.
Packer
Before he had to
games.
produce them, he would just stand and he would just go crazy.
I don't think I've got one. I
Got a
don't think I
live
ever
cam.
posted on anything. That
wanna
was
see
back
you
in the days
gaming.
when we first started. Got to get a Twitch. You got to be on Tumblr. You got to be on,
No.
Bonehead. You got to be on. It's like, what?
I want you to play it like a
I've been to
game
that
on Twitch.
website.
I want to see it, KB.
I just killed all of my social media.
KB's he's
Everyone.
now
Off
he's
the
now
grid.
going to the dark
I'm
web.
going off
Okay.
the grid.
He's on the dark web.
At
No,
Dark
I'm
Web
not.
KB.
No.
I'm learning more about Twitch as we go here. But
Oh, I bet you are.
All righty.
Twitch headquarters at 350 Bush Street in San Francisco, which reuses the facade of an old San Francisco curb exchange as the entrance hall for the modern office tower behind it. The song Baby Got Back is about a man's attraction to a woman's large behind. This classic song also has sexual themes throughout its lyrics. According to Song BPM, it is written and composed in the key of E major flat and is set.
KB.
KB.
Okay. If I hit this.
Oh, yeah.
Sledgehammer.
Incorrect.
Alex.
Oh, it is, though. It's in that key.
It's an E flat.
Is it Anaconda?
Incorrect.
Mm.
And Sledgehammer's all sexual innuendo.
Common time of 82 beats per minute. The song was recorded in 1973 at Hitsville West in Los Angeles. The song features a romantic and sexual lyricism and funk instrumentation by the Funk Brothers. The song helped give Marvin Gaye a reputation as a sex symbol during its initial popularity. Yeah, that song.
3.
5.
Sexual healing at that time. I'll say sexual healing, but it's not.
Incorrect. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Hunter, do you know the Marvin Gaye song?
I don't.
Well, if you would Let's Get It On.
Let's Get It On. It was going to be one of those two.
Oh, it is that one. Okay. What did you say, Kate?
I said Sexual Healing because I didn't know the year. I was trying to think of the year it was released. That wasn't until 80.
Marvin.
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
Wow.
In 2001, when the album Let's Get It On was reissued by Motown as a 2-disc deluxe edition release, a Culver's Double Deluxe contains approximately 810 calories.
Is that all?
Yeah. This fast food company, whose premier sandwich is of 700 calories, launched the Chicken Sandwich Wars in 2019. Drew.
Popeyes.
Yeah.
I stayed in line for one of those sandwiches.
They are so
Wait a
good.
minute. You stay in line for everything at Popeyes because it's like an hour line no matter what Popeyes you go
No, the
to.
right one to go. You got to be nice to the people because I talked to this guy. And I was
The
like,
cars, they don't move, man. It's
They
a long
don't.
line.
Very specific.
It's
orders.
a long line. Popeyes. You better eat something before you go to Popeyes to get food because you're going to be hungry.
Yeah,
waiting in
have
the
something in
drive-thru
the car
line.
while you're waiting.
Exactly.
To get to Popeye.
They make you
That's my
wait for the
advice.
plot. That's the plot. To make you just wait.
Especially if you're around like
Love that chicken from Popeye.
especially if you're on 76th Street in Milwaukee. I'm just saying.
Alvin C. Copeland claimed he named the stores after the fictional detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle, portrayed by Gene Hackman, in the 1971 film The French Connection. The French Connection was one of the first movies to show the World Trade Center. This celebrity moved to New York and got their big break in their profession. She moved to New York in 1978 with $35 in her pocket. The musician is known for constantly reinventing herself to stay relevant and push cultural boundaries. KB.
Madonna.
Yep.
How about that?
No, the other one, Hunter.
Oh, Madonna.
He's got a new
Said it here the
record
second
coming out
time.
in next
She
year, I think.
does?
Yeah.
She's what?
And she's coming out with a new record.
Oh. Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah, she's what, 65 and looks every bit of it.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, she looks rough.
But she didn't get cheated.
Oh boy.
She
Sorry,
lived.
Madonna.
She lived a life, man.
Oh, yeah, she did.
I'm saying.
Dang.
Madonna Louise Ciccione attended the University of Michigan before she moved to New York City at 19 to pursue her career. This university is not far from where Madonna moved to in 1978.
St. John's University.
Yes, the Red Storm.
Because it was Saint.
I paid attention that time.
I knew it too. I
Number
knew that
5.
was 5th and
Hey, now.
You didn't get it right, Hunter, because you didn't answer. So.
Correct.
Hunter, Alex, you have 0. KB, you have
Ooh.
1. And Drew, you have 3. Round 2.
Okay, here we go.
not setting up well.
Gotta lock in.
Good luck. The Catholic Seven, including St. John's, added Butler, Creighton, and Xavier and began operating as the new Big East Conference beginning in July 2013. The addition of 3 former top-line NBA players did not help out this NBA team during the 2021-22 season. The team completely missed the playoffs after the additions of Russell Westbrook, baby.
I was going to say Phoenix Suns, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. Alex?
The Lakers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shame in not getting an NBA
Goes so
well.
Worth a shot, right?
Yeah.
They were calling him Russell Westbrook. That's right. He was so pissed.
Him and LeBron got along just great that season.
I bet.
Just great. In July 1968, the Los Angeles Lakers acquired Wilt Chamberlain, who claimed to have had sex with 20,000 women. This comedy film has had some steamy and awkward sexual situations. The film features a great deal of improvised dialogue. KB?
Space Jam.
Incorrect.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, sexual? What? Wow.
If you know, you know.
Subliminal messages.
Filming was completed in Hawaii and Los Angeles. Filming in Oahu was done over 33 days. Judd Apatow was very involved in the casting process.
Alex.
Is
it knocked up?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Right. You're in the right.
I'm in the right
time.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While filming, lead actor Jason Segel told a New York Times interviewer that the naked breakup scenes were based on a real life experience that he had.
Drew.
What is it, Drew?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never seen that. I've just seen clips from it.
Well, you'll see more of Jason Segel than you can possibly see anywhere else.
Yeah, more than you ever wanted to.
He's that naked in there?
It's flopping around.
Oh, man.
Full frontal male.
Oh, jeez.
But you get to see Mila Kunis nude.
Oh, okay.
But
I like
director
Mila's.
Nicholas Stoller confirmed that the nude picture of Mila Kunis used in the film was created on a computer and was not real.
Ooh.
And Jason Segel was definitely real. Sometimes people portrayed online are not who they say they are or not real overall.
KB, Catfish.
Yes.
Oh, how about that?
Have you watched the show?
No, but there's a new movie on Netflix.
Oh, with the
about-
mom.
Yeah,
the
that's supposed to be really
whatever.
good.
Yeah, that was Unhinged. Have you watched it yet? No.
Mm-mm.
Jeez.
No,
Don't spoil
just-
it for KB.
I've just finished up Mindhunter.
Oh.
Both seasons. Really good.
I just watched Gen V, which is a spinoff of The Boys, yesterday.
Oh, I like that. Really?
Yeah, they premiered 3 episodes,
Hmm.
so I was locked in.
The Boys, I started and about halfway through the second season, I just kind of lost.
You dipped off?
Yeah, I just kind of lost interest in it.
Oh man, they have one. I think
Did
they're
you
doing
move
the
on to
5th
the girls?
season.
No.
The girls are fading.
In season 6, episode 18 of Catfish, the TV show, it took place in Cleveland. The Green Bay Packers take on the Cleveland Browns this upcoming Sunday. Pre-game coverage with Doug Russell begins at 8 a.m. on the flagship of the Packers, 97-3 the game. Kickoff with Wayne Larrivee and Larry McCarron begins at noon. Cleveland is the home of this person. He is the minority
KB.
owner. KB?
Drew Carey.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Only guy I'd read in there.
What
for
does he
Doug's
own?
show. What's that?
What is he minority owner of?
The Seattle Sounders FC MLS team.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I just took a stab at it. That's
Drew
the only
Carey
guy I
still
knew
alive?
from Cleveland.
Still alive?
Yeah, he's
Drew
hosting
Carey?
The Price is Right.
Where have you been? He does the. Oh my god! Yeah, listen.
Only for the last 20 years, hon.
Was it that long?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Since 2007, so not 20, but
Wow.
close enough.
Yeah.
I forgot he was still alive. I'm sorry.
CBS would be the station. Check him out there.
My bad, Drew.
PIR? I can't believe you didn't watch PIR in college. I mean, that's what everyone does.
What is PIR?
Price is Right.
Right. In 1985, Drew Carey began his comedy career by following a suggestion of David Lawrence, a disc jockey friend who had been paying Carey to write jokes for Lawrence's radio show in Cleveland. Also in 1985, this song was released. It was the main theme for Joel Schumacher's film and the first single from the soundtrack.
Drew. Danger Zone.
No. Damn. The song was created and edited within 24 hours. The music video features all 7 of the main cast of the film looking sadly through the foggy windows of a run-down and fire-damaged version of the bar set. David
question
Foster
5.
and John Parr were contracted. Hunter?
St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah.
Tell me you saw that, Hunter.
No, but I know the song.
Okay, he knows the song, but
But you never saw the
Hunter's
music
never
video?
seen any
Bad
movies.
Motion?
Alex, he's never seen any movie.
I know, but
No.
like, geez, what do you do with
That
your
was the
time,
Brat
Hunter?
Pack.
He's a reader.
Have you seen Bratz, the documentary on the Brat Pack?
No, but I have Bratz dolls.
Okay.
I used to collect
Those
those.
are really different.
I still have them. They're in their boxes. They're gonna be worth money.
Sure they are.
Alex, you have 1 point. Hunter,
Yay.
you have 1 point. KB, you are in second with 3, and Drew's in first with 4. But in round 3, everybody, 2
Double points. Let's go.
Yes, 2 points.
Wow.
In 2012, John Parr re-recorded the song with the new lyrics dubbed Tim Tebow's Fire to honor Tim Tebow of the Denver Broncos.
Dear God.
Season 1, episode 13 of South Park. Cartman's mom is a dirty slut. It is revealed that there is a chance that Cartman's father is a former Denver Bronco. This former Denver Bronco won 2 Super Bowls with the team. The 3-time KB.
John Elway?
Incorrect. Oh.
The 3-time Super Bowl winning Hall of Famer is also a popular sports media figure.
Drew. Peyton Manning?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Alex. Russell Wilson.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Hunter.
I'll let you hear the rest of it.
going.
Yeah, really.
From 2016 until 2023, he co-hosted a show which he was known for his passionate debates, hilarious impressions, and viral one-liners. His podcast format includes long-form interviews with athletes, entertainers, and influencers. You got this, Hunter. His brother was inducted into the Green Bay Packers Ring of Honor last Thursday. You got it.
Dear God. Come on,
You
Hunter.
got it, Hunter.
5, 4.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, Lakers in 5.
I thought you said quarterback. That's why I was thinking, how could it be anybody else?
Did I say quarterback?
I thought there was quarterback earlier in the clue. I thought there.
We
I
had Tim
heard
Tebow. We had a fire.
And maybe Tim Tebow made me thinking of quarterbacks or something. But I thought it was a quarterback question.
Hunter in 5. Here you go, Hunter. In September 2024, Shannon Sharp inadvertently broadcast an intimate moment on Instagram Live.
The audio was heard by his followers
That was on purpose.
before the stream was ended by a member of his team. This was one of the first major celebrity sex tapes to go viral.
KB.
KB.
Rob Lowe. You're not wrong.
Alex.
Alex.
It's Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob Lowe was before that.
Yeah. Poor Rob Lowe.
He was at the convention.
The only thing I learned out of that Pam Anderson thing is that Tommy Lee can honk the horn of a boat.
Interesting. From great distances?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like, dear God.
A little more about Tommy Lee. He was born in Athens, Greece at the 2004
420.
420.
The
Hold that
2004
thought, Luddy.
420.
At the 2004 420. At 420, we stopped everything, including a spirited game of Figure It Out presented by Great Midwest Bank to ask the question appropriate for this time of day. It's 420. What are you, high?
Are you high? You're huffing grass?
Yes, brought to us by HappyPlaceHemp.com. Check out the guys, Rob and Chris. Check out the website, HappyPlaceHemp.com. Use the code Drew and KB. 25% off everything you order. And we suggest you try, and I have not tried yet, the new Drift sugar-free THC gummies. You like the Drift seltzer? Now it's available in an edible format. Same flavors, cherry 5 milligrams, citrus 10 milligram, or mixed berry for 20 milligrams. That is right. They're fast acting and smooth. They're Delta 9 THC. Reliable effects every time. Check them out. Sugar-free, vegan, and made with all natural flavors and colors. If you love the Drift seltzer, try out the Drift gummies. HappyPlaceHemp.com. Drew and KB get you 25% off in the store in Muskego off of College Avenue or online at HappyPlaceHemp.com. KB.
Now, if you go to Europe, a lot of times to use a public restroom, you have to pay.
What?
Oh, yeah. No, I do recall
And
being
you can't get ice in your drinks.
No, I do recall being at Oktoberfest.
They're two separate things, right?
And having to pay, like, whatever their change is to use the bathroom. But they're exceptionally clean.
I hope
I
so.
mean, they're scary clean, right? Well, public toilets in China have taken that to a new level, an entirely new level. People are getting a little upset about it because some public bathrooms in China are forcing users to watch ads in order to get toilet paper.
Oh.
So in order to get toilet paper, you got to go. You have to scan a QR code on the dispenser of the toilet roll. And then after you do that, then you watch the advertisement, and then a few squares of paper are dispensed.
Can I pay more money to skip the ad?
Can you pay more? No, I don't think so. No.
You said a couple squares?
I don't have a
spare square.
Don't have a square to spare. The people have been saying that it cuts down on waste. Okay, and because people have been taking excessive amounts of free toilet paper. It is China. I mean, they don't have access to a lot of the same things, but a lot of people have criticized it, saying, I'm just going to start carrying my own toilet paper in case I need to use the public bathroom in China. If I was, my whole thing would be to try and avoid a public bathroom in China at all means.
Sounds like it.
Well, people sit on their toilets anyway and watch videos. Might as well watch a couple ads.
But what happens if someone needs to use the bathroom, but their phone has run out of battery or they don't have any spare change? It's not the first time they've done it, but right now, if you got to, signal for the curve in China, you better have your phone with you. Scan that code. Otherwise, it is going to be a sticky walk.
Did it say how long the ads were?
No, it did not.
Was
But
it like
all
a
I can
minute?
say is oh man, China, what are you, high?
Are you high? You're huffing grass?
Another Hulu ad? Are you kidding me?
The whole, yeah. Yeah, and that's what it's got. Are you a Brewers fan? Big time.
Man, what if
The
you have
shaking
to
head guy.
go and you got to poop and you only get a couple squares?
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
bidet? Can you pay extra for the bidet?
I don't know. They don't have a bidet.
What about to dry your hands off? Do you have to watch another ad for that?
See, now the bidet is a big, we are pro bidet. Big time.
Big
on
It's like a
this.
premium package, probably.
But the bidet, you go to Europe and the bidet, I'm not a fan of the European bidets because
Cold
it's
water.
Well, it doesn't matter. The water doesn't matter. That area of your
Say
butt
so.
is not temperature sensitive. I didn't believe it, but it's not. No, but it's a whole different piece of furniture. So you got to move from one to the other. Whereas the bidets
Transport.
we have are all built in. But anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, where were we?
It's 420 brought to us by happyplacehemp.com. The code Drew and KB, 25% off everything you buy every time.
Oh, yeah, Tommy Lee. At the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens, the U.S. men's basketball team took home the bronze medal after falling in the semifinal to this team, who eventually won gold. Located in South America, it is KB.
Brazil?
Incorrect. Located in South America, it is the 8th largest country in the world by area. It features dramatic geography, including the Andes Mountains, Pampas Plains, Patagonia, and glaciers in the south.
Gauchos are big.
What?
Not the pants.
It is the birthplace of tango. Ethnically, the population is largely of European descent. Manu Ginobili was the
Alex, did you say this is Spain?
Incorrect.
Hunter. I wasn't paying attention.
Hunter.
Argentina.
Yeah.
Oh, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I just remember having social studies, and they talked about the gauchos on the pampas.
Did you have a pair of gauchos?
The gauchos on the pampas. That's what
Okay,
they're
so-
called. That's what an Argentinian cowboy is. It's a gaucho.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a team that's the Gauchos?
Do you see Santa Barbara?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Do they wear them?
Almost
when they play?
Steve Zabin and Krista Thompson.
I haven't heard that before.
I have.
Gauchos, yeah.
Argentina is a federal state subdivided into 23 provinces and one autonomous city, which is the federal capital and largest city of the nation, Buenos Aires. That was a long sentence. Buenos Aires plays a key role in the early part of this film. The film is based on the 1953 novel of the same name by Robert A. Heinlein. Set in the 23rd century, the story follows teenager Johnny Rico and his comrades as they serve in the military of the United Citizen Federation. Development of the film began in 1991 under the working title Bug Hunt at Outpost 7. Denise Richards plays Carmen Ibanez, an inspiring Starship pilot and Rico's girlfriend.
Oh, Alex. Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you grinded that one.
I was like, it has to be Star. I watched it a couple times. They were shooting like big bugs, and yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people died.
A
lot of bugs died, but they just keep multiplying. In the world of Starship Troopers, holidays are not celebrated. This fixed date religious and cultural holiday was Hunter.
St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
How about that?
After
went on a roll.
After 3 rounds, KB, you're in last place with 3. Drew, you have 4. Hunter, you have 5. Hunter, you have 7. Alex, you have 5.
Ooh.
Final question time. You can
How
gamble
much
as
does
many.
Drew have?
Drew has 4.
I have 4.
Okay.
Play your own game, Hunter. Just play your own game.
Just for
That's the last question you can
doing
ask.
math.
calculating my bets here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Final question. Don't say it aloud, please. The St. Patrick's Day Parade in Milwaukee takes place downtown on Old World 3rd Street.
I went last year.
This is the 3rd federal holiday observed annually in the United States. The day is an official state holiday in most states under various names. To give federal employees a 3-day weekend, in 1968, the Uniform Monday Holiday Act moved the holiday. This is the 3rd federal holiday observed annually in the United States. The day is an official state holiday in most states under various names. To give federal employees a 3-day weekend, in 1968, the Uniform Monday Holiday Act moved the holiday. KB.
And what year?
1968.
Yeesh. I bet all 3.
Okay.
And I know I'm wrong.
Okay.
I said President's Day.
Well, you're right. You'll end with 6.
Oh.
Okay. Drew, you had 4.
4. President's Day.
You'll end with 8. Congrats. You're in the lead 4 now. KB, I'm sorry. You're right. You don't win. Alex, you had 5.
I win at
I
life.
said Labor Day.
That's incorrect.
Yeah.
How many did you bet?
1.
Okay, so you end with 4. That puts you in last. Hunter,
I bet 4
of your 7.
of my 7,
Okay.
and I went with President's Day.
Oh my gosh, that leaves you with 11.
Winner.
Yeah, look at that.
Hunter, back to back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Not
Hunter.
back to back.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Outstanding.
Young kid still
Won
win
the
though.
series.
Well played. Yes, indeed. He won the series 2 out of 3. Hunter is our winner. Figured out. Presented by Great Midwest Bank. Thank
Just
you,
keep
Alex
sweeping-
Spool,
Just keep winning series, Hunter.
for joining us.
Yep.
if you talk to your brother
Magic numbers
Jordan,
going down.
Yes.
I'm going to New Orleans in a couple weeks, and I need some restaurant recommendations. That that insider stuff.
I feel like you might as well talk to Zion.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
I was saying that'd be probably a better recommendation.
Fired.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I am. Yes, indeed. Oh my God, that's funny. All
I'll
right.
pass it along.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Well, I'll stumble around and just find whatever I can.
I appreciate you guys letting me. I just come to shout answers out, but I feel like every time I'm scheduled to come on here, my root canal gets canceled. So I
Well, that's
can't
perfect.
schedule any
Keep
more
coming
root
in.
canals because they're going to keep getting canceled.
Keep coming in. All right.
Nice.
Letty, good job. Take it in, shower up, and we will proceed. We're about a half hour away from opening the Central Standard Distillery Timeout Sports Lunch. Special guest, you may have heard him this morning, was Zabe. Matt Miller will join us.
Oh, yeah. He was around
Yes,
for a little
indeed.
bit.
He was hanging out. Yes. We'll be right back. Drew and KB statewide on the game.
Make 97.3 The Game your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app. Powered by Gruber Law.
One call, that's all.
Injured?
Remember, one call, that's all.
Now, here's traffic from Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Call the Tri-City Total Traffic Tip Line at 414-944-5111.
South on 43, you're up to 20 minutes from Brown Deer into the Marquette. There's also crash cleanup on the entrance ramp from Hampton. 94 going westbound, 16 minutes from the Marquette to Moreland. Eastbound trip, 17 minutes. I'm Mike Priest, and that's your latest total traffic.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. At Great Midwest Bank, we've been serving Southeast Wisconsin homeowners for 90 years. Wait, 2025 minus 1935, 90 years. Wow. In our 90 years as a community bank, we've learned a lot about the values of the people who live and work here and appreciate the loyal customers that have made Great Midwest Bank who we are today. Find a location at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Coming around the right side, going for the pylon, in for the touchdown.
Feel the energy as My24 brings you primetime preps game day action from the gridiron. The Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes look to avoid the bite of the Cedarburg Bulldogs in a North Shore showdown. Coverage begins with Mike McGivern and special guest on the Primetime Preps pregame show tonight at 6:30. Then it's game time with Gruber Law Office's Primetime Preps football, presented by Marquette University at 7. All on My Place for Sports, My24.
Drew and KB here with our buddies, Rob and Chris from HappyPlaceHemp.com. Gentlemen, congratulations on your new product, the Drift Seltzer. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we're super excited about that. We've had it for a couple of weeks and it's been in development for probably 3 months.
All the seltzers on the market that I tried were super packed full of sugar, and I wanted to make something that was sugar-free, alcohol-free, but that still makes you feel good. It's like a nice alcohol alternative and no calories.
0 calories. I am a big fan of that. Where can you find it? Is it at any retail locations? Do we come to your store?
Yeah, right now we've got it at the store in Muskego and it's also at Ray's Liquor. We're going to be expanding that probably throughout the city and the state very soon.
You can buy it online too, happyplacehemp.com. We'll ship it right to your door. If you buy 3 or more 4-packs, we'll ship it for free.
With the code Drew and KB to get 25% off.
Yeah,
that's right.
Awesome. Now get 25% off your entire order with the code Drew and KB in store and online at happyplacehemp.com.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer, the originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide, because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Go, Pack, go! Cheer on the Packers as they take on the Cleveland Browns this Sunday, September 21st, 12 noon kickoff. Grab your friends and head to the Garage in Milwaukee, Nashville North in Milwaukee, the Social House in Menominee Falls, or Sport Club in Milwaukee for Miller Lite specials and promotions during all Packers games. Miller Lite. Tastes great, less filling. It's Miller time.
Go, Pack, go!
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1076. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1076. That's 800-575-1076. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, what's up? It's Russell Nicolay with Nicolay Law. If you get injured, it's Nicolay time.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! Join us Saturday. It's the Big Ten opener against the Maryland Terrapins.
Badgers Game Day is live at 7 a.m. Kickoff at 11 on Milwaukee's most listened to sports station, 97.3 The Game.
Drew and KB bringing it to you on this Friday in the good land. NicolayLaw.com talking text lines open 877-794-1973. If you'd like to give us a wild ass guess, a wag, if you will, a prediction, a prop bet for the weekend. Yes, this little portion of our program brought to us by American Place Casino. One of the things that you may factor in if you're considering the Packers and the Browns, making a prediction about that game and they take it to the window thing, is that Tucker Kraft and Zach Tom did not practice in full today and are likely, I think, they're listed as questionable. I think they're likely to miss Sunday's game against the Browns. The injury reports on our program, always important. And your own injury report is more important than anything. If you have any orthopedic issues at all bothering you, I am living proof that you should get in touch with the folks at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. For a year and a half, I limped around with my right hip killing me. It was awful. I shouldn't have waited as long as I did, but I finally went to Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, got an x-ray, and realized that I needed a hip replacement as soon as possible. And I have an option to have the other one done in a couple of years, as a matter of fact, because the years of sports and just debauchery, the degeneration is real. But it was an amazing experience for me. I highly recommend you go to Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. It is world-class care right here, close to home. They treat Wisconsin families. They treat athletes, workers, no matter what your issue is or where it's bugging you: shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands, neck, back, knees, especially knees. If you got that knee cartilage that gone and you're bone on bone, that is miserable as well. Your spine, your back, your neck, whatever it is, Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can help you. That should be your first stop. Go to orthowisconsin.com to get started, and you will learn about Wisconsin's trusted team for orthopedic care. Orthowisconsin.com, Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Will there be a difference if Tucker Kraft doesn't play? Jaden Reed's definitely not playing. Just had surgery this week on his foot and his collarbone. And one of my predictions, my take it to the window, I'm not parlaying anything. I'm just doing these as separate tickets because my first one was a parlay that the Badgers would win, Packers would win, and that the Brewers would spray champagne in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one of my take it to the windows will be that Matthew Golden will celebrate his first NFL touchdown reception.
There we go.
On Sunday against the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
Cleveland has a good run defense, and they got a couple of decent corners. But I think the Packers are going to pretty much have their way. I think the Browns, Joe Flacco is going to be he's going to be forced into some bad decisions. I think the Packers might end up with a short field or two. And I think the Packers, it's not going to be a cakewalk per se. I think the Packers will win pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk, but I think it's going to be an eye opener. After the first 2 weeks, the Packers are going to play the same way, and you're going to go, "Oh, maybe this team is really good."
It's looking that way,
mm-hmm.
And the defense looks elite. Now, again, anything can happen. It's week-to-week league. They have their version of Micah Parsons over there.
Yes, but we have the real one.
Myles Garrett's pretty good. Well,
Not bad.
Today in the locker room, Micah Parsons was asked about Myles Garrett, and he basically said, if there's one guy in the league that people say is better than him, it's that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he probably wouldn't argue with that notion. That's the only dude that he would say that about, because Myles Garrett is really good. When it looked like he was going to be available, a lot of people were like, Packers should get that guy, because then no one thought that Micah Parsons would be ever leaving Dallas. Because who lets a franchise Hall of Famer go like that? Jerry Jones and his ego. Yeah, Jerry tried to sidestep the traditional framework and tried to, don't call your agent, just come in. We'll talk about this. And then the agent like, wait a minute, that's not how this works.
No.
Yeah. And Jerry's like, we had a deal. No, you didn't. He tried to pull a fast one.
Mm-hmm.
Evil Jerry Jones. Alex Poole said it before, but when we were talking off air, he's like, evil Jerry Jones. Wait, that's redundant. Jerry. And so egos got involved. And hey, it ended up being great for the Packers. They got themselves a generational field tilting defensive player. And I think he's going to wreak havoc on the statue known as Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry Jones is a guy who could not sell his soul to the devil for another Super Bowl win because he's already there.
He's already there. Oh my God. Yeah. So Flacco, it'll be interesting to see if the Packers have their way with the Browns and Flacco doesn't play well, the drums will beat for one of the younger quarterbacks to play on that roster. And we'll see how long they have. By the way, speaking of our predictions, Hunter, are you keeping track of our picks at the football feast? I mean,
I will be after week 2 or what week are we on?
Hunter, this is week 3. Just saying, this is week 3. I know you're deep in baseball and all that. Like,
yes,
he left the football feast. I'm not asking for the current standings.
No, but we will get those eventually because coming down the stretch, you're going to want to know.
I think I did pick the Bills to cover last night, and I don't think they did.
Won by 10?
Yeah, I think it was 12. I thought it was like 12 and a half. I think it was 12 and a half. Yeah. And the Dolphins
that was they were spirited. The Brewers players were very into that game. We were, talking to different players and they were watching it and, talking about, oh no, the 2-way interception, big reactions in the Brewers clubhouse. So they were enjoying some Thursday night football.
Yeah. The turning point of that was a roughing the punter penalty. Yeah. That was not good. But so you get the juice when the Brewers are watching football. Mm-hmm. Are you? I'm sure they have a fantasy league on the team because they always do.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. I'm sure there's some wagering going on. I'm sure there's some kind of like trash talking, and I'm sure they have because baseball players love fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
Football players, I don't think any of them would play fantasy baseball.
No, not a chance in hell.
And hopefully none of them are involved in anything illegal and gambling on their own sports, right? But the crossover, my experience is that, baseball players, because it gives them something to do in the off season. It's a text chain. It's a reason to chirp at each other throughout the off season and stay in touch. And it's like any other office, right?
Yeah,
there's a fantasy league here. Our league of indifference, we didn't even start it this year.
Well, we didn't do it last year. That's how indifferent we are.
We are totally, but there is a league in the building. Shanna's in it. I think Armin's in it. Billy.
I had no idea.
No, well, you wouldn't have joined anyway. You're a contrarian.
Well, no, I don't play fantasy football because I'm not good, and it's gone too far down the road.
Yeah,
that it's not that I'm not good. It's like I haven't been into it, so I wouldn't even know what to do at a draft. Right. Yeah. I mean, I'd be drafting all the wrong guys. There's all not rules, but you don't draft a quarterback right away. You do, and all those things. It's like, I wouldn't know that. All that stuff.
The key guys in fantasy are the guys that snap up dudes real quick. When a frontline guy goes down, you snap up his backup and the waiver wire is kind of where you win or lose those leagues a lot of times. Sure. The draft is important, but it's the in-season acquisitions.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, when you think about the Brewers team, when we talked to Tim Dillard earlier, the in-season acquisitions of Priester. Oh my God. Caleb Durbin did not make the opening day roster. Did he, Hunter?
No,
remember
April 18th.
I remember his debut. It was shortly after so he was 3 weeks in.
Yeah. Burst onto the scene in a Friday night game against the A's.
Man, that seems like a long time ago.
It does.
And then when did Isaac Collins make the team out of camp?
Yes, because of who was hurt? Was someone hurt? Well, obviously, I think was Mitchell hurt to begin the season? I think so. No, no. No.
Well,
I don't.
well, and
Collins made the open. I believe Collins made the opening day roster.
I think he might have. Yeah, Quintana was signed in spring training, but had to ramp up to be able to pitch. Right. So he was kind of like an in-season addition, maybe not acquisition, but he was an addition. Right. And I'm trying to think if there was anybody else. Obviously, Danny Jansen. Priester was the big one, though. When they went and got him, no one expected the return that they were going to get.
Mitchell did start in center field.
Yeah.
On opening day.
There's a guy we've forgotten about.
Yeah. And
Mitchell?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about that the other day. And
Vinny Capra homered on opening day.
Vinny Capra, remember him? And then Brandon Woodruff ended up being like an addition, like not an acquisition, but an addition because he joined in midstream. So the guys who have been added to this team as the season went along have been huge.
Mm-hmm.
Huge contributors.
Absolutely.
877-794-1973. Get us your sneaky wild ass guest / prop bets for the weekend. We're taking it to the window with our friends from American Place, and we're getting close to opening the Central Standard Distillery Timeout Sports Lounge, where we will be joined by another guy who's doing double duty like Ludwig, Matt Miller, a man about film. We got to ask him. Alex Poole told me she went to see the movie Him. I want to ask him about that. I want to ask him about the music movies that we were talking about, including the Springsteen doc, Spinal Tap, and of course the Lightning and Thunder doc that's coming out. Doc, dramatic film that's coming out based on the documentary, which is going to be awesome. Matt Miller joins us after 5. Always good to catch up with Matt Miller, especially on a Friday in the good land. It's Drew and KB statewide on the game.
How you gonna do it if the people have spoken, and the results are undeniable. Ridgetop Exteriors delivers. We swept the People's Choice Awards: Best Roofing, Best Siding, Best Windows, and Best Overall Home Improvement Company. That's not just winning, that's setting the standard with expert craftsmanship, top materials, and service that keeps homeowners coming back. 4 categories, 4 wins, 1 name. Ridgetop Exteriors, your only choice for home exteriors. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and experience the difference today.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Drew Olson from 97.3 The Game for Pep's Draft House Pizza, the official pizza of the Timeout Sports Lounge. When it comes to pizza, there is no other pizza quite like Pep's Prohibition Special. It starts with a combination of sweet and slightly spicy Italian sausage, pepperoni, mushrooms, yellow, green, and red peppers, and just the right amount of red onions. Real Wisconsin mozzarella, and it's finished off with fresh Italian seasoning. My gosh, that's the good stuff. Make your house a draft house with Pep's Prohibition Special Pizza.
All right, smart and good-looking listeners, KB here. The inevitable is right around the corner. Winter, snow, wind, freezing temperatures, and if your house is drafty, winter will be miserable. You know, Miss Sue and I are thrilled with our new windows, but windows aren't the only thing that lets winter in your home. It could be your siding. That's why you need Javier and the team at Tilton Windows, Doors, and More. They've kept Milwaukee homes warm and looking good for years. Not only are they experts in window installation, they offer the industry's most advanced solid core siding that will withstand anything Wisconsin winter throws at you. Think about it. New siding protects your biggest investment. It boosts curb appeal, lowers energy costs, and the siding is backed by lifetime limited warranties, including fade protection, and they're even transferable to the next owner of your home. So get your siding project started today. Just go to utilton.com. They'll get back to you and help you get your project started so you can be ready for a toasty, warm winter. That's the letter U, Tilton.com.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Hey, it's Shanna, and whether you have something big to celebrate or maybe you just want to hang out and watch your favorite Milwaukee sports team, Potawatomi Casino Hotel is a must. They have great bars like Bar 360 and 1100 Bar and Lounge. They have great restaurants like Rock and Brews Restaurant, and you can satisfy your sweet tooth at Minnie and Wow. Plus, if you haven't checked out Potawatomi Sportsbook, they've got a top-notch bar, awesome food, a giant video wall, and more. Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee. Your win is waiting.
Hey, let's keep hitting them, man! Packers Friday is sponsored by Cousin Subs, your one-stop shop for all your football parties. With customizable 12 or 20-piece party boxes, 7.5-inch subs, sides, and shapes. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Fall is on its way. The cool, crisp air, colors on the trees, and for a lot of us, another 10 pounds. That's why I went to Milwaukee Weight Loss. Not only did I drop nearly 40 pounds, their program is helping me keep it off for good.
Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two. Schedule your free consultation by calling 262-433-4008 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
I'm Scott Hansen, host of NFL Red Zone. Lowe's knows Sundays are for football. That's why we're here to help you get your next DIY project done, even when the clock isn't on your side. Whether that's a new Filtrete filter or Bosch and Cobalt power tools, Lowe's has everything you need to feel like the MVP of DIY. So get it done and earn your Sunday. Shop now, in-store and online. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Packers tight end Tucker Kraft did not practice today after tweaking his knee on Thursday. His status for playing Sunday in Cleveland is up in the air. The Brewers' magic number to win the NL Central is 4. Going into tonight's game in St. Louis, Jacob Mizorowski takes the ball for Milwaukee. And Dodgers left-hander Clayton Kershaw is retiring after the season. He's won 2 World Series and 3 Cy Youngs over 18 years. I'm Frank Garrity.
Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Find it behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Experience the power, precision, and intelligence of an iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
We had a spectacular evening in Fitchburg yesterday. We were in Buffalo Wild Wings for the football feast. And this coming Thursday, you can come and find us in Pewaukee. We'll be on Capitol Drive. Stop on by. Wings, beer, queso with chili. Delicious. And your chance to win tickets to see the Green Bay Packers. So come and join us for the football feast. We highly recommend. Love it on Thursday. I went with the lemon pepper boneless wings yesterday. Dry rub.
That's
dry rub.
Quite delicious.
Yeah, that's one of my go-tos. Billy always gets him some
garlic, Parmesan garlic, and Asian zing, and
garlic parm. That's Billy's standard order.
And medium. I think he does the medium.
Yeah, that's true. What did you go with yesterday, Hunter?
I went with the old trusted
He gets a
wrap
wrap.
that usually I get.
I
It's
go
really
naked
good.
tenders.
I enjoy it.
He's so healthy.
I go naked
enjoy it.
tenders.
And
I'm actually healthier than Hunter.
Yeah, you are. Well done.
And I think Matt LePay had
Proud of
himself just a basic old chicken sandwich, spicy chicken sandwich. So deliciousness at Buffalo Wild Wings. Come and see us on Thursday at Pewaukee on Capitol Drive. And for those of you wondering, are you coming to my town? Are you coming to my town? We'll get the schedule out eventually. We'll let you know where we're going to be.
Might be, I don't know, November.
At some point before the end of the season, we'll have the whole run of it left. But
Pewaukee,
we take
and
it
then we
week
got a
by
couple
week.
in. So we got Pewaukee, then a bye,
Then we have Madison,
and then
for
we have
2.
a couple Madison ones.
That's
so
right.
If you're
Downtown
in Madison,
and then out at
East Town. Yeah,
Yes.
we're on University Ave and then East Town Mall. So a couple in Madison as well. Moving ahead, we're opening the Central Standard Distillery Timeout Sports Lounge. We always like to say happy hour hits different on a Friday. and it will today as well. Matt Miller is going to join us, and we'll talk drinks and Pep's Draft House Pizza, Tavern of the Day, and then little Matt Miller discussion. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. We're entering the home stretch. Drew and KB statewide on the game.
97.3 The Game. This is what's trending in Milwaukee now.
This sports update is brought to you by American Place Casino. Nonstop excitement just over the Wisconsin border in Lake County, Illinois. I'm Dave Gasper. The Wisconsin Badgers start Big Ten play against Maryland on Saturday. Quarterback Billy Edwards Jr. will reportedly be a game-time decision. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 a.m. Kickoff is at 11. And the Packers will travel to Cleveland for their Week 3 matchup against the Browns. Tight end Tucker Kraft will not practice today with a knee injury he suffered yesterday, and his status is up in the air for Sunday. Kickoff is at 12 p.m. The Milwaukee Brewers' magic number to clinch the NL Central is down to 4 as they start a 3-game weekend series against the St. Louis Cardinals. Jacob Mizrowski is on the mound tonight for the Crew, facing Sonny Gray for the Cardinals. First pitch is at 7:15 p.m. I'm Dave Gasper on Milwaukee's most listened to sports station, 97.3 The Game.
Now, here's traffic from Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Call the Tri-City Total Traffic Tip Line at 414-944-5111.
Roadwork jams northbound 4145 from Mayfair to Hampton. It's slow southbound from Appleton to Capitol. 94 westbound, heavy out of the Marquette to Mitchell. Eastbound is clogged from 84th to the stadium. I'm Mike Priest, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Lynch Automotive family of dealerships.
Drive into the end zone at the Lynch family of dealerships and score 0% financing or $12,000 off select new vehicles in Burlington, Kenosha, McGuanago, and West Bend. Visit shoplynch.com and score today.
Drew Wilson here from 97.3 The Game, and I want to tell you about my new obsession, Daisy French Onion Dip. One of my guilty pleasures during football season is eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching the big game. And now Daisy's come out with delicious Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip, and these are a game changer. These are as delicious as homemade dips, and they are made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. I invite you to visit your local grocer and check out Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip. They are truly a game changer. Look for them at a grocery store near you.
October 4th and 5th, the 43rd Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon returns. Runners from across the country will take on a scenic route along Lake Michigan, through downtown and across the iconic Hone Bridge. The Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon is hosted by the Badgerland Striders. Sign up today, and when you're looking to stay in the game, choose Michelob Ultra Zero. Proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon. Just 29 calories, 0 alcohol, and ultra smooth taste. 0 chance of being off your game. A superior alcohol-free brew.
Broadcasting from the all-new Iron Jock Studios, built by Reamer Remodel.
Let's get this going right now.
This is WRNW-FM Milwaukee, 97.3 The Game.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally, and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Fall is on its way. The cool, crisp air, colors on the trees, and for a lot of us, another 10 pounds. That's why I went to Milwaukee Weight Loss. Not only did I drop nearly 40 pounds, their program is helping me keep it off for good.
Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two. Schedule your free consultation by calling 262-433-4008 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
We know that the people of Milwaukee are hard workers, that they're tough. But even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Central Standard Distillery's Red Cabin Bourbon is a gold medal winner, awarded by the prestigious Los Angeles Wine and Spirits Invitational. It scored a 93, which is one of the highest marks a bourbon can receive. Available statewide at retailers and supper clubs everywhere.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel Inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
At Straight Talk, we get it. You say no a lot. Mom, can I get a tarantula? No. Coffee? No. So we're giving you more reasons to say yes, like a free 5G phone with real unlimited data with select plan activation. Can I use the free phone? Yes. See, doesn't it feel good to say yes to more? Absolutely. Face tattoo? Absolutely not. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. In-store activation of Gold Unlimited plan or higher required. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Make 97.3 The Game your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app. Powered by Gruber Law.
One call, that's all.
Injured?
Remember, one call, that's all.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, smart and good-looking listeners across Wisconsin. Drew and KB's Timeout Sports Lounge is now open. So grab a bar stool and belly up because it's time to knock a few back with your host, Drew and KB.
So basically you have
Jim, Jack, Johnny Red, Johnny Black, and Jose, all my favorite men.
Time for drinking, bud.
Drink up while it's cold, ladies. Toilet wine is a big thing in there, and people get their drink on.
We sat and drank with the sun on our shoulders and felt like free men.
I don't know what inferior swill this is, but I ordered a Lagavulin. Set him up and I'll knock him back, Lloyd. 1 to 1.
We hope there isn't a single fan who is having a problem with the 250.
Commands it. They took the bar! The whole bar!
Medium dry martini, lemon peel, shaken, not stirred.
Good evening, smart, good-looking, and thirsty listeners. Welcome to the Central Standard Distillery Timeout Sports Lounge. My name is Drew Olson. I'm the co-proprietor of this establishment with KB.
What is going on, my man?
Hunter Baumgart is here as well, and what's going on is thecentralstandard.com. Check out our friends at the Central Standard Craft Distillery. Learn about the craft house and kitchen, all their delicious spirits that are crafted together. KB, what's the cocktail of the day?
We're drinking a little thing called the Grass Skirt, and that's some Guided Trail gin, triple sec, pineapple juice, and grenadine.
All right. You've been heavy on gin drinks lately, as I recall.
Well, I went through a vodka phase. I go through these phases, gin, whiskey. Yeah, I stay away from. I don't drink brandy. I should probably throw some brandy drinks out there because they've got great brandies, North Wisconsin brandy, and they've got the chocolate brandy, and
yeah,
I should probably do that.
All right. They also have the Delta Dawn, which is the canned THC infused drink available in the Door County Cherry Lemonade flavor and on fruit punch. So check them out. Visit thecentralstandard.com. And if you're hungry,
well, all you do is you pick up a Pep's Draft House pizza. It's the only pizza we serve here in the Timeout Sports Lounge. Big toppings, bigger taste, 3 different crust varieties, 14 different flavors. If you're not eating a Pep's Draft House pizza, did you even have a pizza? I don't think so. They're so good. Hunter says they're 3 good. There you go.
Nicely done. Hey, let's say hello to our good pal who was here. He's double duty today. He's like double duty Radcliffe. He was on the morning show with Steve Zabin, and he joins us now. Hunter, hit that song, will you? I love this song.
Oh, yeah. We
my favorite. Come on, let's go, Hunter.
3,
2, 1. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, a man about film on Substack and the X. It is our pal, Matt Miller. Hello, Matt. How you doing?
Oh, so good. Love hearing my vibes.
It's so good. It hits different on a Friday when you got a cocktail in hand as well. It's
yeah,
amazing.
It sounds like the weekend. It sounds like vacation.
It does. Our friend Alex Poole was just in, and she went to see the movie Him last evening.
Oh, that's a shame.
What have you heard? Yeah. What did you think?
I had a bad time with him, which is a shame. I would like first trailer looked really cool. This is the horror movie, football horror movie. I was like, ooh, that's a really cool concept for a horror movie. It had Jordan Peele as producing it. I like most of his movies. And then I saw the movie last night, and it's a real mess. It barely is. It's not really particularly coherent, and worst of all, it's not really scary either. There's not really a lot of like good scary moments or anything like that. There's a lot of bloodshed. There's a lot of gory bits. There's a lot of scary looking things in concept, but nothing actually scary really happens in that movie. And honestly, it feels truly incoherent. The movie has 3 writers, and it kind of feels like it has 3 writers because anytime there's a straight line to a plot development, the movie's like, no, we can take 15 different steps to get to that basic plot point. And it just makes for a confounding watch. You can definitely skip it. Watch real football this weekend, not the Hollywood version.
There we go.
Skip that football horror movie. Okay.
Okay, Matt. So this is I'm just going to ask for a yes or no answer. Spinal Tap 2, did it live up to the original? Not better. Did it live up to it?
No.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
I'm saying that as somebody who hasn't seen it yet because no, it's not going to live up to the original. I can tell you that.
Oh, I thought you might have seen it. Okay.
Unfortunately, I was off in Cleveland. I was on the baseball trip. I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, Spinal Tap was not one of the nominated bands, which was.
I think the Springsteen Born to Run exhibit is on now there.
I don't think it was on exhibit when I was there. They had Bon Jovi on exhibit when I was there, which is fine. And they had all their usual exhibits. If you've never been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it is tremendous. Highly recommend it. Great way to really grow your appreciation of rock music and just music in general, just going all the way back to, the old rock and roll and blues and soul and country and how all those things created rock. It's a really good museum with a great soundtrack.
Very well put. Matt Miller joining us, a man about film. All right, speaking of rock and roll, I see there are 2 movies coming out, I think today or this weekend. One is called Xeno, Xeno, and one is called Steve. Our friends from the legendary Bad Boy are named Steve Grimm and Xeno.
No way.
And I'm like, they each got their own movie? What the hell?
Well,
they're doing the Beatles thing where they're making a single movie about each member of that. Unfortunately, that's not the case here. I believe Xeno is like a low-budget sci-fi kind of adventure movie. I think that's showing at a few markets around here. And then Steve is a new Netflix movie starring Cillian Murphy. I think they were hoping for this to be kind of a big Oscar play, but sounds like it. I mean, honestly, it takes a lot for a Netflix movie to win Best Picture, to win Oscars, because there's just not a lot of love for Netflix movies out there. People don't get to watch them in the best seating. They get to watch them on their couches where they just don't impact people as much. And also, Netflix throws so much content out there, so many movies out there, that they don't really have enough time to campaign for any of these movies. So if a movie isn't like a world beater, it isn't like a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes immediately, Netflix is like, never mind, moving on. We've got other things to fry. We got a new Stranger Things to show. So yeah, if you watch, I'll probably check out Steve this weekend. I love Cillian Murphy. He's incredible in Oppenheimer. I've enjoyed his 28 Days Later. He's tremendous as well. Great actor. Hopefully this lives up to his quality.
So what do you recommend people go see this weekend?
I have heard tremendous things about The Long Walk. If you're looking for kind of a horror thriller and you don't want to waste your time with him, The Long Walk is the Stephen King adaptation about a bunch of kids who join this competition where you have to walk 3 miles per hour or you are killed. As you might imagine, pretty grim, but it's supposed to be very well done. It's got Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid in it and the guy who played the robot in the last Alien movie. 2 really good young actors. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker himself, is in the movie as well. I've heard very good things about The Long Walk, and I have heard outstanding things about the Leonardo DiCaprio movie coming out next week and the One Battle After Another, the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I have the early reviews on that thing are out of this world. I am very excited to check that out when it comes out next weekend. But when it comes to this weekend, yeah, I'd probably The Long Walk is worth your while, I would imagine. And I will say there's a documentary film festival going on at the Oriental Theater on the East Side and at the Downer, where they've got documentaries about serious topics, but then they've also got documentaries about people stealing things from Walt Disney World and the kind of grand history of people thieving things from amusement parks. They've got documentaries about skydiving, documentaries about, the Wizard of Oz. So a really great kind of amuse-bouche for next year's film festival.
Speaking of the Wizard of Oz, I am strongly considering going to Vegas to see it at the Sphere. That looks amazing what they're doing. It looks literally like it would be totally mind-blowing.
I think
because
they
recreate the Twister. They recreate the whole Twister in the actual seating area.
But here's my thing. The Wizard of Oz is already a really great movie. I don't know if I need it.
Yeah, but in this one, Dorothy's topless. No, she's not.
No, she's not.
That would be a very Vegas move of them. That would be a very Vegas.
It would
move.
Also be child pornography because she was only 13 when
that
she
would
did
also
the
be
movie.
bad. And
So that would backfire on him.
I could see that. Yeah, KB, you want to see that? I'll stick to like seeing Dead and Company there maybe, and I'm gonna have
I'd want to see that.
experience.
No, I would.
I want it to be.
I would want to see that too, obviously, but I think that looks pretty intense.
Matt, what about the Colin Farrell, Margot Robbie romantic time-shifting movie? What do you hearing?
A big, bold, beautiful journey. I love Colin Farrell. I love Margot Robbie. I love the director, Kogonada. He's one of those one-named directors. He made a really great movie a few years back called Columbus that was really tremendous. I have heard kind of mixed things on A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. Kind of sounds like kind of like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, but dumber, which is, most movies are dumber than Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's a very good movie. But if you're kind of looking into like an original movie, if you're looking to see, kind of a different movie out in theaters, we always say dramas for adults. Where are they? Well, here's one for you.
Okay.
I mean, Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie are rarely bad. They're normally really good, especially in these modern times. Colin Farrell is one of our better kind of young actors, isn't right. But now that he's kind of in character actor mode, he's a lot more interesting. And Margot Robbie, I mean, she made Barbie a great movie. You know how hard that was?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah. So I would check that out. I would say maybe not, 7 o'clock full price, but I think discount Tuesday or a matinee. Definitely
Now
take
you're
a
talking.
flyer on that. Yeah.
All right. On the way out here, Matt, I want to know, because we didn't get to talk to you last week, and KB and I were very excited after seeing the trailer for Song Sung Blue, the Lightning and Thunder movie.
Well, I went back and watched the documentary, and it's awesome.
Yeah. And so this is the one that we're really looking forward to because of the local connection.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm excited as a movie nerd for it because I think Hugh Jackman's a great actor. And it's directed by Craig Brewer, who directed Hustle and Flow. If you remember that movie, kind of Terrence Howard's big breakout, about a rapper in Memphis trying to make it. I think he's really good at those kind of stories. He also directed the Dolomite movie for Netflix with Eddie Murphy from a few years back. He's a really good director. He has a feel for the kind of, gritty tone of people trying to make it in industries and, having passion and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really good. I think it'll be hopefully a Christmas success. I know there's, an Avatar movie coming out this Christmas and all sorts of other stuff. But hopefully, a movie about, an original movie in its way about two adults just wanting to make great music and wanting to share Neil Diamond songs and stuff like that. Hopefully there's room for that at the Christmas box office as well.
I think, there will be a wave of Neil nostalgia, just like the Freddie Mercury movie with that's going to be.
It is kind of a clever way to do a jukebox musical like a Bohemian Rhapsody or like the Bob Dylan movie last year, but not doing a biopic in the traditional way. And it is kind of clever.
Quick music thing. If you want to hear a great album, was done about 15 years ago. 12 songs. Neil Diamond, 12 songs. Rick Rubin called him up. He goes, I want to make an album with you like you made in the 60s. and I just want it to be you and your guitar, and it's fantastic.
All right, good
I will have to check that out. Oh,
Yeah,
I have
12 songs.
one more recommendation on my way out too. Apollo 13 is back in theaters this weekend as well. That movie is so good. You forget how good that movie is. So if you want to check something out, Apollo 13 still slaps.
Matt, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, friend.
Bye, Matt.
Bye,
Drew and KB, statewide on the game.
Brewers coming off a sweep over the Angels in a 5-1 homestand. They hit the road into St. Louis. Magic number falling. Post-game show after Game 1 tonight. Join Pipe Bomb and me, Tim Allen, with Potawatomi Sportsbook on the game.
Now, here's traffic from Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Call the Tri-City Total Traffic Tip Line at 414-944-5111.
Westbound traffic on the bypass is heavy from Forest Home to the Hale. Southbound slow in spots from the Zoo to the Hale. 4145 jamming north from Mayfair to Hampton. I'm Mike Priest, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Prime Big Deal Days. Looking for a kitchen upgrade? Prime Big Deal Days are coming. But even if that's not on your list, there will be deals on all kinds